Let's play some football.
Hello, Wolves fans, and welcome to Senior Night here at Joe Knowles Field on the campus of South Kitsap High School. That was the SK High Band under the direction of Gary Grams performing the national anthem, and the color guard featuring seniors Lieutenant Irvin Añez, Lieutenant Aleska Del Mundo, Ensign Russell Dizan, and commanded by Lieutenant J.G. Cody Pendleton, all of which are seniors tonight here on Senior Night. Tonight, the South Kitsap Wolves take on the Central Kitsap Cougars in a Narrows League 4A contest. We are happy to be coming to you live this evening on SKTV, Wave Digital Cable Channel 205, and also streaming to you live to the world on the internet. I'm Steve Dickey, and helping me bring you tonight's game is former SK coach DJ Sigurdsson. Welcome aboard, Coach.
Hey, thanks for having me, Steve.
Let's talk a little bit about the Central Kitsap Cougars.
Well, CK comes in tonight at 6-2 overall, 3-2 in Narrows League play after last week's 21-14 win over Foss. The Cougars are currently in third place in the Narrows League, trailing top-seeded Gig Harbor and number 2 seed Bellarmine Prep. They're led by the play of senior quarterback Riley Pascal. Pascal's thrown for 869 yards and 7 touchdowns this year. Central also has 2 very solid running backs and juniors, Vaughn Beebe and Sean Bearfield. They've rushed for a combined 844 yards and 12 touchdowns. Pascal has a couple of weapons at wide receiver. His favorite target is senior Andrew Schweiderman. Schweiderman's lined up at running back. He played quarterback for the first few weeks of the season. He's caught 28 passes for 249 yards and 2 touchdowns. Those stats are a little bit deceiving because he's played so many different positions, but he's a very exciting player. Cougars are trying to hang on to that third spot, final playoff spot. The Wolves have other plans.
Absolutely, Coach. The Wolves come in at 3-5, 2-3 in league play after last week's 28-7 win over Stadium. They're currently in 5th place in the Narrows League 4A standings and only 1 game behind Central Kitsap and Olympia. The offense is led by the play of junior quarterback Cooper Canton with 1,030 passing yards and 10 touchdowns. South's leading rushers are junior Warshad DeWalt with 404 yards and 9 touchdowns. Sophomore Corey Bell with 388 yards and 4 touchdowns. Corey also returned the opening kickoff 75 yards for a touchdown last week against Stadium. The Wolves' leading receivers are senior Logan Knowles with 26 receptions and 2 touchdowns, and senior Dylan Garcia with 18 catches and 1 touchdown. Canton has also been targeting junior wide receiver Braden Maynard a lot lately, as he's got 10 catches and 2 touchdowns. The leading tacklers for the Wolves, junior linebacker Raymond Marin with 50 tackles, and senior linebacker Deshaun Booker with 46 tackles and a team-high 3 forced fumbles. The Wolves know they've got a big test tonight, and they know what's on the line. So it looks like we're just about ready for kickoff.
It looks like we're going to get a chance to see South Kitsap's defense right off the bat. We've got to get the kickoff team down there to cover the kick, and we're going to get to watch the defense. One of the keys that Coach Canton spoke about to victory tonight was the defense's ability to stop the run. It's been a little bit of a tough go this season, stopping the rush, and so hopefully they can get some things squared away tonight against Central Kitsap.
Yeah, the Wolves are a little undersized this year as the past years. They've really been having some trouble stopping the run. They've done a fantastic job stopping the pass, 8 interceptions on the season. But stopping the run has really been an issue for the Wolves. So they're going to start out on defense, and we'll see if we can stop these Cougars.
Yeah, hopefully the kickoff team will get down there and set the tone for the rest of the night and be physical with these guys.
And here we go. And we are going to start off with a penalty right out of the gate. Something that Coach Canton has addressed in the past weeks with me was unnecessary penalties, especially at the most inopportune times.
Looks like somebody was a little bit excited to get down there and cover the kick, Steve. They might have been offsides on the kickoff. Everybody running down has to be behind the ball when the ball's kicked, so that'll back them up, and we'll do it again.
And that's exactly what the call was. So they'll back the Wolves up 5 yards. And Nolan Souza will have to kick off again. like number 22, Sean Bearfield, back deep for the Cougars. As Sousa set up and ready to kick off again. And we are underway. Fielded by Bearfield at the 11. Cuts across the midfield, taken down by a slew of Wolves at about the 25-yard line. Number 34, Jeffrey Williams, in on that tackle.
Yeah, it was a nice job by several Wolves getting down there, breaking down and bottling them up, and then got the rest of the troops to rally over there and make the tackle.
Got to stay in your lanes, Coach. Can't let them break one off.
Oh, absolutely. That's huge to get started off with a good stop on the kickoff. Something's a little bit different about the front. Looks like there's 4 defensive linemen in there, so that'll be a little bit of a change this week.
Yeah, we got to try to stack the box. So we got Riley Pascal at quarterback out of shotgun. Pitches into the backfield. Looking for some running room to the outside. Can't get there. Gets about 5 yards. Looks like Raymond Marin in on that tackle.
Yeah, nice job by Raymond. Just keep him running downhill and pursuing, staying inside out on the ball carrier. Made the tackle.
So we're going to call that about a 4-yard gain. 2nd and 6 to the 31-yard line.
Looked like we got off the ball really well. Just need to disengage a little bit more with the defensive lineman. We'll be able to get a few more bodies over there for that tackle.
You know, one thing Coach Canton said was, we're getting to guys in the backfield and getting them in short gains and not finishing the play. So that's how we were able to do that.
Yeah, tackling's been a little bit of an issue.
So Pascal hands off again, wrapped up and taken down by number 62, Mason Bradley on the stop.
Yeah, nice job by Bradley hanging on once he got that initial contact. Looked like the Cougars lined up in a little bit of an unbalanced formation. We didn't quite recognize it, but nice job by Mason getting over there and staying on his feet.
About a 3-yard gain on that one. We'll call that 3rd and 3 now from the 34. So a big 3rd down stop here early in the game for the Wolves. They can pull this one off, and we'll probably get some pretty decent field position if they can.
Yeah, we've got to stay on side, make sure we stay on side, and then just rally to the ball.
So the Cougars coming back to the line. Pascal out of the shotgun.
Looks like we got a timeout.
And we do. Timeout Central Kitsap. So it's good to see him burn a timeout early. That could come back to haunt him a little bit later in the half.
Yeah, game like this, always against CK. These games come down to the very end of the game, so those timeouts are valuable in both halves. It's nice to see the Wolves rallying to the ball. So far, so good, Steve. We got 2 plays, a total of 6 yards gained, and against a good rushing team, so we're looking solid so far.
Yeah, this rivalry actually goes back to 1925 when these two teams first met. SK leads the all-time series 45, 26, and 4. They met last season with the Cougars taking a 21-14 victory at home against the Wolves.
Yeah, the last 2 years that these two teams have met, it's meant something. And this game has meant something for the last 2 years. And this year's no different as far as the playoff picture is concerned.
So here we go. Pascal's out of the shotgun now. Motion to his left. Drops back, straight back. Looking across court. Whoa, tipped
Incomplete.
And almost picked off.
Yeah.
Number 3, Logan Knowles, slipped a little bit. He almost had the pickoff. So a big first stop for the Wolves on the first drive for CK.
Very nice job by Cody Wilson staying with that inside receiver and making that a difficult throw and causing the deflection. That was a nice job. Good opening first 3 plays by the Wolves. Let's see what Central Kitsap's going to do right here.
You can throw the records out the window when you're talking about teams that are rivals like this that have such a long history together. I mean, I know the Wolves are 3-5 and the Cougs are 6-2, but this is a rivalry game. It's 0-0. These guys want each other. There's a lot on the line for both teams right now. So you're going to see some hard physical football.
You're absolutely right. Both teams are going to play exceptionally hard tonight. Coach Keel's got his guys ready to go, and the Wolves are going to be ready to go. And
snaps low line drive kick. Going to get a good CK roll, though. It rolls inside the 30 to about the 28-yard line.
Looks like we got a flag down. I don't know if that was a illegal formation or if something else was up.
Do have a flag on the play. By the Wolves' reaction there, it looks like it's going to be against, and it will be against Central Kitsap.
Had a procedure call. Could have been an illegal formation, not enough men on the line of scrimmage. I didn't see anybody moving. Did you see anybody moving?
I did not notice anybody moving.
Yeah. Looks like we're going to decline it. Take the ball. Another one of the things that Coach Canton spoke about was hanging on to the ball. We've had a little bit of trouble with some turnovers. Turned it over 15 times this season. So that's going to be a key tonight, especially, close game, just like the timeouts and penalties. Turnovers are going to be huge as well. So,
yeah, considering the fact that the Wolves have created 18 turnovers, that's they're the plus sign there, but just way too many turnovers. So Cooper Canton comes out under center. Got Marshad DeWalt and Corey Bell in the backfield. Hands to Bell up the middle. Good hard run up the middle, still trying to drive for it. Stacked up. Stopped after about a 4 or 5 yard gain.
Really nice push by the offensive line that time. Got a nice little bit of movement, and Corey was able to stick it up in there for about 5 yards.
I tell you, the offensive line, they're quite undersized to a lot of the teams that they've played, but they have really stepped it up these last couple of games, giving Cooper a little bit of time. They're giving the running back some holes now. I mean, the beginning of the season, that was a major issue.
Yeah, Coach Ryan Bradley's been doing a really nice job getting these guys organized, and they're doing a good job. Even though they are undersized, just like you said, Steve, they have good pad level, good feet, and they're able to maintain their blocks really well.
So here we go, 2nd and 5 from the Wolves' 34. Canton under center, takes the snap, drops back, looks to his left, throws deep. He's got Dylan Garcia down the sidelines. Nobody's going to catch him. Touchdown, Wolves.
Boy, what a great play by the Wolves, Coach. They just protected exceptionally well. Great ball by Cooper. Nice catch by Dylan. Everybody did their job on that one.
What a throw by Cooper. Canton dropped that right over the defender's hands, who went for the ball into right, hits Garcia in stride and down the line. And you're not catching that guy from behind. He can fly.
You are absolutely right. What a nice thing for the Wolves to get a guy like Dylan Garcia, first-year senior, come out and make plays like that. It's fantastic.
So the Wolves strike first on their second play of the game. A 66-yard touchdown pass from Cooper Canton to Dylan Garcia. As the Wolves line up for the PAT. Case Metzelar's on to kick. It's up, and it is good. So the Wolves strike first. It is now 7-0 at the 9:20 mark of the first quarter.
Yeah, what a huge defense. What started by a huge defensive series, causing the Cougars to punt the ball. Great first down play, and then the dagger on 2nd down. Really nice job by the Wolves so far tonight. Now let's see if the kickoff team can do what they did last time and go down there and bottle them up again.
If you give your quarterback a little bit of time, it's amazing what he can do. That was just a quick 3-step drop, and he let it fly, and it was right
really
on the
nice
button.
timing. He didn't hang on to that ball. He let it go. Dylan actually ran himself open, and really nice timing by the quarterback and receiver, and a great job protecting by the offensive line and running backs.
Boy, nothing fires up the defense like a quick score like that. Get them back out there and get them back on the field and make another stop on these Cougars.
Yeah. I will be the first to say that Central Kitsap is not going away. Coach Keel will have them organized, and he will have that offense ready to get some first downs, and they will not go away. So we're in for a game tonight, Steve.
Oh, absolutely. Coach Canton in his 2nd year with the Wolves. And, honestly, from the beginning of the season until now, they've made a lot of strides. I said, being undersized and everything, they're playing harder, they're hitting lower, getting some drive off the ball. They're really coming around.
They really
and it's a fairly young team.
Yeah, it's a young team, and you know what else, Steve, is it's a really young coaching staff. You got a bunch of guys who are out here who don't have a lot of experience, but they got a bunch of energy.
So a low-line cut drive kick that rolls out of bounds.
Indicative of a young team. We go with a great defensive series, a huge play on offense, and we kick the ball out of bounds. And that's our a little bit of what bites a young team. The kicker's out there doing everything he's supposed to do. He's trying to get the ball down the field, and sometimes that added effort causes it to go a little awry.
So that penalty will put the Cougars at the 35-yard line. So pretty decent field position for them.
Yeah, let's see if we can do the same thing we did in the last series.
So Pascal lined up out of the shotgun. Motion.
Oh,
and a rough fumble. Ball's on the ground.
Covered by the Wolves. Looks like the Wolves have
it,
Steve.
And the Wolves have recovered it. Number 35, Marcus Burke.
Yeah, Marcus Burke on the recovery. They line him up at tackle. Now, Marcus Burke can't be more than about 178 pounds, 180 pounds. And he got in there. And recovered that fumble.
Looked like a missed exchange between Pascal as we look at a replay of Cooper Canton's touchdown pass to number 12 senior Dylan Garcia, and look at him go, not going to catch him.
Boy, there's nothing like a little bit of speed. Nothing like a little bit of speed.
Absolutely. So the Wolves take over at the Central Kitsap 31-yard line. Cooper Canton under center, DeWalt and Bell in the backfield. Here's the pitch to Bell, trying to get to the outside, looking for some running room. And he is not really going to find any.
Really nice job by Central Kitsap defense. Looks like number 12 is the first guy there, Hudson Kiefer.
Trying to make up there the missed exchange between Pascal and Kiefer on that last play. They were trying to end around, and I don't know where the exchange happened there, but
there was a great block by DeWalt on that play. Too bad we couldn't get a little bit better yardage out of that.
If you can free up Bell to the outside, that kid can move as well. So I know they're trying to string that out a little bit, but CK did a great job stopping the play. So Cooper Canton back under center in the eye, drops back, throws again. He's got Garcia, cuts to the outside, back in, stacked up and dropped at about the 24-yard line, looks like.
Looks like a gain of about 7. Again, good timing, good protection. Central Kitsap really known for their blitzing and their different stunts on defense, and so far we're doing a nice job of protecting the quarterback.
So the Wolves looking at a 3rd and 3. Yeah, typically you start out with those little short passes to get the quarterback in his rhythm, but Coach Canton decided to air one out there in the first.
Loosen him up a little bit.
So again, the Wolves in the eye, Canton under center, 3rd and 3 from the 24. Canton hands off to Bell, gets a room to the outside. He turns it up, and he has got the first down. Taken down at about the maybe 18, 19-yard line.
Yeah, again by number 12, Hudson Kiefer from CK. Great job by Corey breaking that initial tackle. Looked like somebody had him behind the line of scrimmage, and he just put his hand out there and was able to keep going, getting a critical first down.
Extend the drive.
Yeah, absolutely. Probably 4-down territory, but it's always nice to get it on 3rd.
Yeah, we need to get a little closer in. We do not have Mr. Ladeau anymore, so we don't have that big 45-yard leg anymore.
Yeah,
so we got to get a little closer for Metzelars. So Canton again under center. Hands off to Bell up the middle. Finds a little bit of room. Spins back to the inside. Stacked up at about the 15-yard line.
Yeah, again, nice job by Corey breaking that initial tackle and getting some positive yards, but there was a host of Cougars after he got past the line of scrimmage.
We've got a flag on the play. Appears to be in the defensive backfield. Oh,
that's a chop block
against the Wolves.
Yeah, that's. So what happens on a chop block is somebody engages the defender high and somebody hits the defender low. It's not intentional usually, but sometimes it happens as things are moving. But so that's a big one. Yeah,
you can hit a guy low. You just can't hit him if he's already engaged with someone
else.
Else.
The initial charge off the line of scrimmage. The only guys that can hit people low are the offensive linemen, and the only guys they can hit low are the defensive linemen. But sometimes what happens is one offensive lineman will be engaging a guy high, and another offensive lineman will try to cut him, and it's not legal. You can't do that.
So that's a 15-yard penalty, backing the Wolves up to about the 28-yard line. That's what we were talking about earlier with the inopportune penalties. Here we are at the 15-yard line, knocking on the door, and then somebody commits a penalty that backs us up.
We're going to have to overcome our own mistakes a little bit. We're very capable, but it would be nice not to have to do that.
So the Wolves line back up, got trips to his right, single backfield to walk. Quick hitter, tipped and picked off. Number 22. Number 22, Sean Bearfield, gets the tip.
I was kind of wondering when we were gonna try to exploit that inside receiver. They've been lining up outside shade on our inside receiver, so I think that was the right call. One of the defenders just got his hands up and caused the ball to be a little bit high, and unfortunately went off the fingertips of Corey Bell. It would have been nice to see him with the ball in open field.
Absolutely.
Instead, we're going the other way.
So the defense will be called on to make another stop. Pascal again lines up in shotgun. Takes a snap, inside handoff. Looking for some running room to the outside, and it's stacked up, not going anywhere. Number 35, Vaughn Beebe, stopped at the line, maybe even for a loss.
Looks like he got maybe a yard forward progress before we shoved him back, but good job by the defense. They're interesting offensive formation by CK. They're lined up in a little bit of an offset pistol.
So he did actually end up getting about 2 yards out of that, so it'll be a 2nd and 8, again from the shotgun. Throws out to the outside, got a receiver on the outside, shakes a tackle, shakes another before he gets hammered.
Yeah, that was a great hit by Deshaun Booker coming from his inside linebacker spot.
Absolutely, great
That's going to be
there.
critical. Sometimes the first guy doesn't make the tackle. It's critical that we continue to pursue and get as many bodies out there as we can to make the tackle. Nice job by Deshaun pursuing out there.
So about a 5-yard gain on that one will bring up a 3rd and 3. So another 3rd down for Central Kitsap.
They're back in trips formation.
Pascal directing traffic. He's in the shotgun again. He's got one man behind him in the backfield.
Cody Wilson widening out.
Takes a snap. Another hitter to the outside and broken up by Logan Knowles. Great defensive play by number 3, Logan Knowles.
Really nice recognition by Logan Knowles. A little play action bubble screen out there to the inside receiver. Nice job by Logan getting out there, recognize it, getting out there and making it a difficult catch.
If that, I tell you what, that ball was just a little bit lower. That's 6 the other way.
Yeah.
That ball was high. Logan couldn't quite get to it, but that comes down a little bit more, and there's nobody going to catch Logan Knowles.
You're absolutely right.
So CK will punt it off. Nice punt.
Really nice punt.
Very high. Fielded
by
Logan Knowles at the 35. Looking for a little running room. Takes it up to about the 42-yard line, and we've got a penalty on the play.
Yeah, not sure what happened there. Might have maybe a block in the back.
Get a little nervous when you got 2 guys fielding the punt, standing right beside each other.
It looked like maybe a little miscommunication. Got a sophomore back there with the senior. One of them's got to do the talking. Maybe they couldn't hear each other, but it worked out. Nice catch by Logan.
So that penalty will be against the Wolves. Block in the back.
Yeah.
So again, Wolves squander some good field position with a unnecessary penalty. Fourth penalty against the Wolves already. And,
it's tough enough to get a first down without having to overcome yourself. So hopefully we can get that squared away. One thing that's nice to see is the kids are playing exceptionally hard, and we're making some plays. So
that is the second 15-yard penalty against the Wolves. So that'll back them up to the 23-yard line.
See if we can get it put a drive together here. Keep the defense off the field.
So Cooper Canton will line up under center again. He's got DeWalt and Bell behind him. And a false start. That's number 71, Joseph Cortez for the Wolves. And that'll back him up 5 more.
Yeah, got to concentrate in there. It's nice to see Joseph Sr. getting to start on the offensive line. We just need a little better concentration. Looked like Central Kitsap was bringing a blitz off the wide side or off the far side of the field that time, trying to catch us in the backfield. That's one of the things we're going to see out of them quite a bit tonight is inside and outside pressure.
CK does like to blitz.
They do. They like to be aggressive on defense.
So that'll bring up a 1st and 15 from the 18-yard line. Canton under center. Play action, drops back, thrown deep across the middle.
Oh.
Great catch by number 6, Braden Maynard, and he fumbles. Picked up by Central Kitsap and taken down eventually.
Oh, a great strong hands on that catch by Braden Maynard with the defender draped all over him. There is a penalty flag on the field.
And it looked to like the Central Kitsap defender may have gotten there a little early. It could be
I think there was a little bit of
interference.
contact before the catch.
But it's still a great concentration catch from Maynard, and then
Great
he ends up
strong
losing control
hands.
after
I'm not sure how the ball came out of there. Really strong hand. That guy was all over him, and he was able to be strong with his hands.
So the refs are talking about it, and we do have a pass interference against the defense. Exactly the break the Wolves were looking for there.
Boy, they need that one, don't they?
After a nice pitch and catch, like I said, a strong-handed catch by Maynard. I don't know how that ball popped out. Nice play by the defender to strip
really
that
nice
ball
job
away.
by the defender, and then the other defender picking it up and trying to put it in the zone. Now, like I said, Central Kitsap's not going to go anywhere. They're going to keep playing exceptionally hard, just like the Wolves. So they're going to have to do a better job of hanging on to the ball and eliminating some of these penalties.
You know, and this rivalry goes back even well before high school. I mean, Central Kitsap and South Kitsap Pee-wees are in the same league.
Oh, yeah.
So these guys have been playing against each other for 10, 11 years.
They really have.
So they
really have.
They know each other. It's one thing to go down when you go out to a play Olympia or Bellarmine or one of those kind of schools that you only see. You develop a rivalry through the high school. These guys have been playing against each other since they were 8 years old.
Yep, you're absolutely right. They know each other, and they keep track of who won, and they know what the overall record is. You're right.
So here we go. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line. Cooper Canton under center. DeWalt in the backfield alone. Gets the handoff, cuts to the outside, cuts back to the inside, and rumbles ahead for about 6 yards. Another flag on the play.
Yeah, another flag. Again, Central Kitsap bringing inside linebackers that time on that play. South Kitsap did a nice job blocking them, but maybe got a little bit of jersey in there. Yeah, looks like holding is going to be the call against the Wolves.
Marshad DeWalt, a tough kid to bring down. He's 5'5" and 234 pounds of pretty much raw muscle. That kid is extremely tough to bring down.
He is.
And all these guys from Central Kitsap that played Pee-wees against him and junior high against him and senior high against him are quite aware of how tough it is to tackle Marshad DeWalt.
And, you know, the thing that sometimes goes unnoticed about Marshad is he's an incredible athlete. He moves really well for somebody that's 230 pounds and 5'5". Very athletic, able to stay on his feet and break tackles and do a nice job on defense as well.
So that'll be a 1st and 21 from the 22-yard line. Canton back, looks to his right, throws, and broken up.
I thought the defender might have got there a little bit early, but it was kind of a bang. Probably a good no call on that one.
I thought he might have gotten there a little early too, but
like
number 35, Von Beebe, there to break up the pass intended for Logan Knowles.
Yeah, I probably shouldn't mention this, but that official on their sideline played tight end for Central Kitsap when I was coaching. That's Caleb Brown over there. So,
well, how about that?
I'm sure Caleb's not calling a bias game, though.
These guys know how to put that stuff behind them.
I'm glad he's officiating, not playing. He was a good player.
It's the 2nd and 21 for the Wolves from the 22-yard line. Central showing blitz. Marshad gets outside, cuts up the middle, puts his head down and barrels ahead for about 12 yards. Marshad DeWalt, explosive from the outside, ran right past that blitzer.
Boy. Yeah, Central Kitsap defender, I'm not sure, looked like maybe number 24 went in there and tried to get in there low, and, man, it doesn't really matter where you hit Marshad. You're going to take second place in that collision. Looked like he hit him right in the legs.
Number 24, Demetrius Hill's a 5'8", 150 cornerback, Coach, so you're probably right.
That's a tough
one to
matchup.
hit on to
That's a tough
Marshad
matchup.
DeWalt. So the Wolves looking at a 3rd and 7 now from the 36. Canton drops back, throws across. He's got Garcia again. That's a 1st down, and that will move the chains. Caught at about the 48-yard line.
Boy, again, great job by Cooper concentrating downfield while blitz is coming. They brought 2 linebackers on a twist stunt that time and nearly got there, but Cooper was able to get rid of the ball.
Great play call there. Get rid of that quick. I mean, you pretty much knew they were going to come at you.
Yeah.
They blitzed. Cooper, quick hitter, finds Garcia, hits him right in the gut. Easy catch.
Nice 1st down. they're getting a little more creative with their stunts now. A few more guys coming. See if they keep it up. Looks like Cooper's able to take advantage of it.
So he's got trips to his right, Marshad DeWalt behind him, Dylan Garcia out to his left. Canton takes the snap, hands off to DeWalt, who cuts back up the middle, spins, still on his feet, and bangs ahead for about 8 yards to about the Central Kitsap 40-yard line now.
Boy, great effort by Marshad, getting all the yards that were available on that play. And there's another indication of just how athletic he is. 230 pounds spinning away from tacklers.
Spinning around like a ballerina
making guys miss. The other thing that happened on that play is Braden Maynard did a great job blocking the defender in the open field, but he maintained his block a little bit long. I don't know if you noticed, Steve, but Mr. Brown, the official over there, was reaching for the flag after the play because Braden buried his guy right after the whistle. So he's got to be a little smarter on those.
Yeah, sometimes
great
it's a little
block.
heated.
You just got to stop on the whistle.
Yeah, we definitely don't want to do anything to stall this drive. And as I say that, we've got a penalty.
Looks like delay a game.
And that'll be a delay of game against the Wolves, Cooper Canton.
We don't have the benefit of the play clock in here.
But you have the ref that stands back there that throws his hand up. Was it 5 seconds or 8 seconds or something like that?
He throws it up with 5 seconds left, but he doesn't always do it. He doesn't have to do it.
Oh.
And the other thing that happens is the quarterback may not see it. You know, that didn't feel like a delay a game to me.
It didn't seem like it took that long to get off, but 5 yards will back him up to about the 45-yard line. Canton play action, got a blitzer coming, lets it go just
Dylan's
before he
go
gets
get
hit.
that one.
Throws it up.
Oh, what a great catch by Dylan Garcia.
Hangs on.
Oh, he took the ball away from number 12. He took it away from him. It was in 12's hands, and Dylan
Cooper
took it away.
Canton throws a jump ball down to the about 12-yard line, and Garcia goes up and gets it.
Boy, and Cooper took quite a hit on that one, too. There was a whole bunch of Cougars that came free on that play.
He did. I saw a blitzer coming from the outside, and he leveled Cooper right when he let go. Great instincts on Cooper to stay in there, take the hit, and let go of the ball. A lot of guys might have tried to take a half step back and throw that off balance.
Or just let their eyes drop, and all of a sudden you see the defenders, and then you can't make a play. And it's really difficult to teach that quarterback to keep his concentration downfield when all that chaos is going on in front of you. Now, how often do we see a quarterback that sees those blitzers coming and bails out and gets sacked or throws an incompletion?
Especially at the high school level. You see a lot of these pro quarterbacks and college quarterbacks that might stay in there and take a hit like that. Not too many high school quarterbacks are willing to do that. They'll roll off, throw off balance, or like you said, drop their eyes. And
that's right. It's just something that you really have to concentrate and keep your eyes downfield. And it's nice to see a junior quarterback that's able to do that, understands pressure and understands if he throws it on time, he's not going to get sacked. He's going to get hit, but he might not get sacked. That's just tough to teach. Of course, you don't want him doing that every play because eventually he's smart enough. He's going to say, you know what, Coach? Something's wrong with our protection. I don't think I want to be back here anymore. So hopefully we can get that figured out.
Cooper Canton took a shot last week on his right arm, his throwing arm. This time it looks like he took a shot to his left arm. And the Wolves call a timeout. That might have been to give Cooper a breather. He looked like he was hurting there for a couple of minutes. He was slow to get up and kind of slowly wobbled towards the sidelines there. So I think Coach called a timeout to give him a second to recoup. But Canton's a tough kid. He's back out there, and the Wolves are knocking on the door again, trying to extend this lead. Canton again, he's got trips to his right. Marshad DeWalt behind him, and his so far favored target tonight, at least, Dylan Garcia to his left.
Yeah, the way they're lining up their safety, they're really isolating that corner over there, number 12. And it's so far, Cooper's been able to take advantage of that. No help over the top.
Marshad taking the handoff, and he's hanging on. And he gets down to about the 10-yard line.
Yeah, unusual to see one guy able to wrangle Marshad, but that time that kid was able to slow him down.
We have an update from Gig Harbor. The Bellarmine Prep Lions leading the Gig Harbor Tides right now, 14-0. We'll keep you posted on that as we get updates. Right now, Cooper Canton back under center. Fakes the handoff, rolls out to his left, looking for a man, throwing across the body, tipped and incomplete.
Yeah. Looks like we had two offensive players right in the same vicinity. Not sure who that ball was intended for, either Marcus Burns or Dylan Garcia. Both of them got their hands on it, though. So
no, that was Maynard. Looks like Braden Maynard got tipped it.
I think it was number 80, Coach. I think it was Marcus Burns.
Okay, so looks like Burns tipped it, and Garcia almost got it on the rebound.
Yeah, he did.
And then we got another flag on the play.
Yeah, not sure what we have. Sometimes on bootlegs, those linemen will get their hands outside and get a holding penalty.
That play did take a little time to develop, and when that happens,
we got ineligible. Ineligible downfield.
And we've got holding. They'll enforce the holding and decline the ineligible.
Yeah, ineligible downfield's only a 5-yarder, holding's a 10. I can do that math.
Puts the ball on the 25-yard line. It's second down.
So that'll back the Wolves up. They'll take over at about the 25-yard line.
Again, having to overcome a few of our own mistakes. See if we can do it.
Well, that's what, the 6th penalty of the half so far?
At
the
least.
quarter, still the first quarter. So Canton dropping back, throws quick to the outside. He's got Garcia trying to shake a tackle, holding on for dear life by the jersey. Number 12.
Yeah, Hudson Kiefer again.
Kiefer. And he held on for dear life and definitely stopped Garcia from a little bigger gain.
He's a good-sized junior corner out there. That's probably why they're isolating him. He's 6'2", 200 pounds, and he was able to hang on to Dylan that time. Not too often a guy just gets one hand on our receivers and is able to bring him down.
On a jersey like that, my goodness. Dylan Garcia is a 6'2", 166 receiver. And he's got speed. If he could have broken off of that, who knows what would have happened. So we got a 3rd and 16 now from about the 18-yard line. Canton drops back, throws again across the middle, tipped up and intended for Braden Maynard. And we've got another penalty on the play. Incomplete. So the Wolves will be looking at a 4th and 16, pending what happens on this penalty. Came out of the defensive backfield.
Looks like it's going to be against CK, Steve. I think we're going to see a pass interference here.
And that's exactly what we've got. A pass interference, so the Wolves will get a new set of downs.
Boy, Cooper took another big hit. A linebacker came free on a blitz and hit him right as he threw the ball.
So that should give the Wolves a first down. If I don't believe that was in the end zone. I think that pass was short of the end zone. And there's one of our happy South Kitsap cheerleaders. Very happy tonight as the Wolves have a 7-0 lead here with just under a minute to play in the first quarter.
Yeah, in 7-0 lead, and we've made a lot of mistakes that we're having to overcome, and so really happy with the way we're moving the ball. We just got to eliminate some mistakes and hang on to the ball. Two backers coming.
DeWalt takes it to the left, looks upfield. Is the ball on the ground?
No, but neither was Marshad. I think they just stopped his forward progress. Called it good.
So Marshad DeWalt takes it ahead to about the 5-yard line.
Yeah, so the pass interference didn't result in the first down. So it looks like we're looking at about a 4th and 3. It could still get a first down without scoring. So.
It's 4th and 3 to the 5-yard line.
So not much of a decision here for Coach Canton. He's going to go for it. This deep in. Cooper with trips to the right, and Coach Canton sees something he doesn't like. He's going to call a timeout and reevaluate the situation, Coach.
Looks like we're going to think about it. Yeah, I think these points are invaluable.
Absolutely.
Tough decision coming up.
So while we got a break in the action, let's talk a little bit about the playoff scenario. So what's happening right now? Gig Harbor 5-0 and Bellarmine Prep 4-1 are playing tonight down at Roy Anderson Field in Gig Harbor, with the winner taking the Narrows League 4A title. So here we go. If Gig Harbor beats Bellarmine CK beats SK and Olympia beats Yelm, then all three of those teams will be tied at 4-2. Since Bellarmine beat CK, Olympia beat Bellarmine, and CK beat Olympia, Bellarmine will grab the 2 seed by virtue of the point differential. Olympia would hold the tiebreaker over CK by that same point differential, and they would take the final spot in the playoffs. Here's where things could get interesting. And CK could leap into the playoffs. If CK beats the Cougars by 8 or more tonight, and Yelm beats Olympia, with CK beating Olympia, Olympia beating SK, and SK beating CK, there'd be a 3-way tie for that third and final spot with all 3 teams sitting at 3-3. SK would hold the tiebreaker by virtue of the point differential and grab that third and final spot. So Cooper Canton back under center.
Got an extra back in the backfield. Little power eye.
Rolls
Play
out,
action.
throws. He's got a man wide
open. Marcus Burke.
Marcus Burns, play action. Cougars came hard on that. Canton rolls out and hits Burns easily.
It's actually
in the end zone.
That's actually Burke.
Oh, excuse me, Burke. 35, Marcus Burke. As we get to hear that cannon just one more time. The Wolves lead it now 13-0.
Looks like we got a penalty flag down.
We do have a penalty flag down.
Not sure what happened, if that was after the play or what.
So 6 seconds left in the first quarter. Waiting to see what the refs have to say about this one.
Ineligible downfield. It's going to be 4th down again.
So
Touchdown comes off the board.
That pulls the 6 off the board.
Not sure who it was, but linemen only have about 1.5 yard area that they can be in. If they go beyond that, then they're an ineligible receiver downfield.
We've got another update from Gig Harbor. It's now 21-0 Bellarmine Prep. Again, Bellarmine Prep wins that game. They will tie Central Kitsap, Gig Harbor for the 1 seed and would have obviously the tiebreaker over them for beating them head to head. So if Bellarmine wins that one, they'll go in with 1 loss. Gig Harbor would have 1 loss and go into the 2 spot, and then this 3 spot comes down to SK beating CK by 8 or more, and we're going to need some help from Yelm.
Yelm has a tall task, beating Olympia.
Yelm played some great football early in the season, but they have struggled the last few weeks.
They did, and if you've paid attention to the Yelm Olympia matchup last year, on paper it looked like it was going to be a blowout, and Yelm ends up taking them all the way to the final minutes of the game before Olympia eventually won. So you never know what can happen down south.
Yeah, and it's senior night at Yelm.
Yeah.
So those guys might be like, you know what? We started out hot. We've stumbled the last couple of weeks. Let's knock Olympia out.
Make their whole season.
Yeah, I mean, that's their championship game, And if I know the coaches down there, Coach Ronquillo, he is going to have these guys fired up and make this their championship game.
Oh, absolutely.
So we got a 4th and 9 for the Wolves here. 6 seconds left in the quarter. Canton fakes the handoff, rolls out to his left, throws across. He's got Raymond Marin.
Yeah, it's complete to Ray Marin. Doesn't look like it's enough for the first down.
Yeah,
so we're going to turn it over on down to CK down there. Boy, again, tough penalty.
Yeah, absolutely. Took points off the board. It's one thing when you lose yards. It's another when you got to pull a touchdown off the board.
That's right. And you really have to have a short memory right now because you just can't afford to go get your dauber down against a team like CK. They're going to take advantage of that. So we really need to come out on defense and get a stop right here and keep this great field position. So
the good news for that was a long, sustained drive. So the defense did get a breather on that one. So Pascal out of the shotgun, hands off up the middle.
Yeah, not bad. We got a lot of guys around the ball, and we got to keep doing that.
Looked like Forrest Bingham in on that one, and that'll end the first quarter. At the end of 1, we've got the South Kitsap Wolves 7, the Central Kitsap Cougars nothing.
everything we thought it would be so far, Steve. A lot of fireworks. We just need to eliminate some mistakes. We'll be in great shape.
Absolutely. It's seven or eight penalties so far in the game, and
yeah, at least
a couple of them have been in really key spots.
Yeah, CK just has the one turnover. Other than that, they played a pretty clean game. And we're still beating them by 7. So if we can eliminate some mistakes, hopefully good things will come. We really need a stop here.
Yelman Stadium have officially been eliminated from the playoffs before coming into tonight. If South does not make the playoff but wins tonight, they will take the 4 seed and play a crossover game next week against either Foss or Wilson, depending on what happens between those two teams tonight. And if the Wolves end up losing tonight, they would fall to the 5th seed and would play at North Thurston next week in a crossover game.
Yeah,
the
really
Wolves are
important.
not thinking about crossover games. They're going to try to take care of their business and win by the 8 points that they need to, and just hope we can get some help from our friends down in Yelm.
Yeah, really important to get the victory tonight.
So we swap sides of the field. CK headed northbound now. Pascal takes a snap, hands off up the middle.
Really close to a first down that time.
Looked like Jordan Bautista with a drive up the middle, and he is right about at the chain. And he's got the first down.
Is that the first down they've gotten tonight, Steve?
I believe it's their second.
Okay. Yeah, nice. We're doing a nice job, much better job on defense tonight, rallying to the ball and getting a lot of guys in on the tackles.
So Pascal again out of the shotgun, hands off up the middle again, stacked up after about a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, nice job on those little G's. The guards pulling and turning up on the linebacker, and we're getting a lot of guys at the point of attack. It's nice to see playing a lot better run defense tonight so far.
Gang tackling. The Wolves a little bit light with injuries. They lost Tyler Pinkerton to a concussion a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, anytime you have injuries, that means getting some guys opportunities to get out there and play, and so you're seeing a couple sophomores in there.
Big
right
hit
now.
on the quarterback, but he hits Andrew Schwederman on the outside, tackled after about a 6-yard gain.
Not about a 3-yard gain.
Yeah, 3-yard
Yeah, there you go. Really nice play in the open field by Logan Knowles on a good receiver from CK. That's one of our better defenders against one of their better offensive players. That's a nice matchup. Good job by Logan getting him on the ground.
Andrew Schwederman, a 5'10", 175, and like you said, he is an athlete. That kid is a very talented athlete, not even just a football player. He's a talented athlete. So Pascal lines up. He's got trips to his right, takes a snap, fakes the handoff, shoots to the outside. There's Schwederman again, gets by Logan Knowles, looking for some running room, and finally taken down at about the 45-yard line. Nice move by Andrew Schwederman to get outside.
Yeah. Very good quickness by Schwederman. Nice job making a play in the open field, causing tacklers to miss. Same matchup we saw last time. That time Schwederman won it. It's tough to make Logan miss, but he did it that time.
Yeah, Logan's going to have his hands full. He knows he's going to win some of those battles. He's going to lose a few of them because that is a great matchup. Logan Knowles and Andrew Schwederman. Knowles actually playing safety. It's Corey Bell that's covering Andrew Schwederman as he takes the handoff up the middle to just about midfield, and we have got a penalty on the play.
Yeah, there's a penalty right where the tackle took place. Hopefully we got everybody to keep their head up.
And hands off the face mask.
Yeah, that's right. Oh, no flag on the play.
There is. Okay, so the hand came across the face but didn't grab it, so they're picking up that penalty. So this drive continues. 2nd and 6 now from about the 49
Looks
yard
like
line.
about the 49-yard line, almost to midfield. Remember, this drive started on about the 4. We need to get a stop. We need to get this ball back. Here's that offset I formation with no tight end and motion coming. Haven't seen him hand it off to the motion guy until now.
This time he does, and this time he holds on to it. Driven out of field, out of bounds by Logan Knowles at about the 39-yard line.
Number 12. That's Hudson Kiefer.
They had the missed exchange there the last time they tried that in the fumble.
Yeah, That's really a tough play for the defense because everybody's stationary before the ball snapped except for one guy. He's going full speed when he gets that ball, so it's really easy for him to get outside. He did a nice job getting outside our defense.
So the drive continues for Central Kitsap as they are now into Wolves territory at about the 39-yard line. Pascal again from the shotgun. Fakes the handoff, hits outside. He's got Schwederman to the outside, trying to make a move. Tackled it just about the line of scrimmage, or maybe a short gain. Penalty on the play.
I think we're going to tack a face mask on this one.
I think we're going to as well.
Hands got a little high there. Corey got his hands a little bit high. Came
Personal
up and
foul. There's a face mask. So tack on 15 more yards to that play.
Yep.
Another 15-yard costly penalty for the Wolves.
Really nice job of getting up, breaking down, and tackling an athletic guy in the open field, but got to keep your hands down. Got to grab jersey and not face mask.
Yeah, I've noticed that a lot. The couple of games that I've seen here this year, that the Wolves they don't shoulder tackle a lot. They're a lot of arm tackling.
There's a little bit of reaching in it. You know, it's really indicative of how young we are. Corey Bell, sophomore out there, playing in space against some really athletic older kids.
Yeah. So again, Pascal, shotgun. Fakes the handoff, throws to the flat and the outside's got a man. Connects, breaking a tackle and taking it down to about the...
Looks like he's on about the 6 maybe
7 yard line. So Central Kitsap continues. Raymond Marin coming off the field a little bit slow. He was injured a couple of weeks ago. He was one I was talking about. Pinkerton went down with concussion. Marin went down with an injury. Tyler Ludlow, one of their linemen, just came off of, was cleared from concussion. So I think we got a few guys that are playing a little bit hurt and a couple guys that are missing. That's not helping. Yeah,
pretty typical late season game to have some guys dinged up, and some of their backups are having to come in, step up, and make some plays. CK's doing a nice job of getting the guy moving and getting the ball out in space with a little bit of distance between them and the defenders.
So the handoff up the middle to Bearfield, who takes it down to about the 4-yard line. 3-yard gain.
Nice job with the play action or the misdirection in the backfield. A little confusing for the linebackers. Somebody stayed home, made the tackle. Looked like Deshaun Booker.
That's the thing with misdirections. If you over pursue, that's where you get bit.
Yeah, really got to concentrate. Usually the offensive linemen don't lie, but it's really tough to keep your eyes on offensive linemen when the quarterback and running backs are running all over the place. So yeah, that's tough for those linebackers and D linemen to focus on those linemen.
A lot to keep track of. So it looks like we're going to get another timeout. So Central Kitsap.
This is so indicative of CK. We give them the ball on the 4-yard line coming out, and here they are on the opposite 4. Like I said, they're not going to go away. They're going to keep fighting like this all night long.
Well, you get a lift too. You give up a big touchdown that puts you down by 2 scores, and then you get the penalty that negates it. Then you get the 4th down stop. And that's got to fire your offense up a little bit. Hey, we got a shot here, and they're taking advantage of it. They've driven 90-plus yards on us now.
Now you think of the first couple series when they were on offense, and we're giving maybe 3 yards here and there, and making some plays, and they're punting the ball to us. And now you've got this sustained drive where they've gone basically the length of the field. And this is it's very indicative of how they play. They are going to continue to play all night long.
And this is tough for the defense. This really wears the defense out.
Mm-hmm.
So here we go from the 4, 1st and goal. Hands off up the middle, stacked up immediately.
Yeah, that time Vaughn Beebe got the ball a little bit bigger with a lead blocker, and defense did a nice job keeping their pads down and making a play.
No gain on that one.
No gain on that one. That's really nice.
3rd and goal from the 4, so a absolutely huge 3rd down stop the Wolves are looking for here. They've had a couple so far.
Officials taking a timeout.
Official timeout.
Yeah, definitely. Doesn't matter how far they've gone. If we don't let them in the end zone, defense wins. So
yeah, you hold them to 0 or 3 here, and that's a moral victory right there.
Got to have a short memory and keep making plays. Can't get too excited about the good ones because there's another one coming. Can't get too down about the bad ones because, again, there's another play coming. So defense, nice job on that last one. Looks like we have an injured Central Kitsap Cougar moving off the field.
Is that Bearfield?
Yeah, it does. It looks like number 22.
It's 72.
Oh, it is 72.
It is 72. That's Jordan Nesser.
Looks like a
senior from Central Kitsap. Walked off on his own power, so hopefully he's not too awfully injured. So again, high snap, takes it up the middle is Bearfield, and he is in for the touchdown. Official on the far side makes the call. And pending the extra point, CK looking to tie this game up.
Boy, what an incredible drive for CK to go 96 yards. There's a couple penalties in there that helped him out, but that's an impressive drive.
So that's basically a 14-point turnaround. The 7 we take off the board and the 7 they put on it. I'm no math whiz either, Coach, but I'm coming up with 14 on that one.
Yeah, that's absolutely right. I can do that now.
So Kevin White tacks on the extra point, and we are tied at 7 with just over 7 minutes left in the half. So the Wolves are going to look to take a nice sustained drive, chew up some clock, and try to put some points on the board here before the half ends.
Yeah. We have moved the ball all night long. We just need to eliminate those penalties, and we'll be just fine.
Tough drive there by CK. Wow.
Yeah,
really
nice
moved
to
the
see.
ball.
Nice to see Coach Prince down there rallying the troops. That's his baseball background right there. Got to have short memory, and that's going to be critical because this game's going to be like this, back and forth all night long. So,
Coach Jared Prince, the new quarterback coach for the new quarterback coach here at SK. Been working a lot with Cooper Canton, and looks like it's been paying off by the way Cooper's been throwing the ball. We've got an update from Gig Harbor now. Bellarmine really pouring it on, 38-0 over the Gig Harbor Tides.
looks like Bellarmine maybe figured out what happened last week, huh?
Yeah,
Got
Bellarmine tripped up by
organized.
Olympia last week, and looks like they're taking out the frustrations on the Tides. Bellarmine was ranked as high as 3 or 4 in the state earlier this season before
You're
being
right.
tripped up by Tumwater and then again by Olympia. So CK set up for the kickoff. Kipfer kicks it off. Fielded by Bell.
Yeah,
in
that
the
was
end
Corey.
zone.
Boy, what a great kick. That kid put that ball a couple yards into the end zone.
So in high school rules, you are not allowed to return a kick from the end zone if it reaches the end zone. So Corey caught that in the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Wolves will take over on the 20.
Yeah, as soon as the ball crosses the plane, it's blown dead and it's a touchback.
Not like the NFL. No 108-yard touchdown run backs in high school football.
Yeah, that's right.
99, the best you can get.
Yeah, that's why we didn't get a first down on that pass interference down there by the goal line either. It's not in the NFL. Okay, here we go, Wolves.
So Canton take off under center again. Hands off up to Bell. Bell looking for some room on the outside. Breaks a tackle. And then Schwederman stands him up. Pushes him back, and the play is blown dead after maybe a 1-yard gain.
Yeah, it looked like there might have been something out there to the outside, but great job by the corner and safety out there.
String that play out. Could not. Corey Bell could not find daylight to turn up on.
No.
So he gets about a yard out of us. We'll call it 2nd and 9 for about 20.
Boy, and if he can find a seam, he's got the speed to go all the way. So.
Ask Yelman Stadium. He broke a 50-yard run on Yelman, a 75-yard kickoff return against Stadium. So he can move. Canton throws to the outside. He's got Logan Knowles. Did he hold on?
That looks like he double caught it. He didn't hold on the first time, but he caught it the second time.
And he did hold on. Yeah, I saw it looked like it dropped down to his knees, but he was able to hold on. Great concentration.
Yeah, nice job.
You get hit like hit in the stomach with the pass, and then the defender gets there immediately.
That's not often you get 2 chances to catch a ball.
Yeah,
on one
especially
play.
as you're getting hit.
Yeah.
So
Nice job by Logan hanging on.
about a 6-yard pass sets up a 3rd and 3 for the Wolves. Just over 6 minutes left in the half. Single back and trips to his left. Canton under center. Takes the snap. Marshad DeWalt stacked up in the backfield.
Marshad DeWalt, the ball carrier. He's up near the
Looks like he
29
drives
yard
ahead for a little bit. Was he able to get there? He was not. 4th down is the call.
Yeah. Looks like 4th and about 2.
PK line.
We're going to punt the ball.
So this will be the first punt of the day for the South Kitsap.
Looks like another little bit of inside linebacker pressure, and was able to stack Marshad up before he got a head of steam going.
He's just over a yard away. It's a long yard. But Cooper Canton, the punter, also the quarterback, so there's always a chance for some trickery here with Cooper Canton.
Yeah,
Marshad
Schmiederman
DeWalt, the
back to-
up back, could get a look at a direct snap as well. See if Marshad can punch that last yard. We've got a penalty. Looks like another delay of game. That'll back them up 5 more, which you really didn't want to do. This is going to give CK some pretty decent field position with about 5 minutes left in the half.
Yeah, and Schmiederman back there to return the punt, so we got to make sure we do a good job of breaking down and tackling that guy.
A 3 and out is going to put a little bit of a weary defense back on the field for the Wolves. They really needed to get a little bit of a sustained drive there and give those guys a rest. So Canton back to punt. Snap is good. Kick is off, and it's a short, shanked, low-line drive kick that doesn't quite make it to midfield. He gets it to about the 48-yard line.
Yeah, unfortunate.
About a 24-yard punt for Cooper
Unfortunate
Canton.
mishap on the punt there. A little bit of pressure coming from his left. Might have been a bit of a distraction, but a good field position for the Cougars. See if the Wolves can stop them here.
They will start on the Wolves' side of the field at the 48 for the first time tonight.
Just under 5 minutes to go. Officials are taking a timeout again. Oh, equipment malfunction looked like out there by Brandt or by
Looks like they
Carpenter.
got it all. Looks like they got it all figured out. So the Cougars take over at the Wolves 48.
Bringing a little bit of pressure.
They got
See if we can make a play. There we go.
Ooh. Saw movement on both sides. But I don't think
Looks like Pascal was calling for the snap, and he was expecting it, but he and the center weren't on the same page.
so. We got a false start on the Cougars, which will back them up into their own territory now to the 47-yard line.
That helps.
Saw Bell move from this side, but then I saw the tackle on the far side move too. And I don't think Bell came across. So
Right. See if we stay with the pressure. Looked like we were manned up, bringing some guys off the outside. Looks like we're going to do the same thing.
motion, Schmiederman in motion. And hands kind of a delayed handoff, and he is stacked up immediately about the 45-yard line.
Yeah, nice job by the Wolves that time. They brought the 2 outside linebackers and the inside defenders, got great penetration, and actually tackled them for a loss. Nice job, Wolves.
A 2-yard loss on the play brings up a 2nd and 17 from the 45-yard line. Interior line, everybody in on that tackle.
Boy, really nice push. They had a couple of young guys in there, and they got a really good push.
Motion again, Schmiederman. Pascal drops straight back, looks throw, looks deep. He's got a man wide open. Oh, and he loses the ball. Loses the ball. South Kitsap recovers. Logan Knowles with the fumble recovery. I don't know how he lost that ball.
I'm not sure. It looked like maybe he was switching hands with the ball. Taylor Sody was trying to get the ball on the outside arm or get it away from the defender, and the ball just slipped out. And great hustle by Logan not to give up on that play, and he was able to recover the fumble.
Taylor Sody wide open, about a 40-yard gain, and just loses the handle. Like you said, Coach, maybe he was switching hands, but he lost the handle without being touched.
That's
and
the
Logan
break.
Knowles in pursuit pounces on the ball, and the Wolves take over 1st and 10 from their own 15-yard line.
Yeah, we needed a little break.
Huge break for the Wolves. 4 minutes to go. We'll see if they can sustain something here, put some points on the board before the end of the half. Canton fakes the handoff, or did he fumble?
Yeah, looks like a little bit of a bobbled exchange. And
so let's take a look at the Sodi fumble. Pascal drops back, delivers a strike. Beautiful pitch to Sodi, and then he just drops it.
yeah, he was just switching hands with the ball, put the ball from his left into his right, and it just popped out of there.
So the very next play, there's a fumble on the exchange with Canton, but he's able to recover it.
Yeah, something must have happened to cause him to go the other direction. Normally, if there's a problem with the exchange, the quarterback knows he's got to follow the tailback because that's where the blocking is. But
So a
didn't
6-yard loss as he pitches it out to Corey Bell, who turns upside, and he's got
Oh,
room,
there
and
he goes.
is breaking loose. You are not going to catch him from behind. The 40, the 30, maybe they will catch him from behind the 10, and he is. Reaches for the pylon. Did he get it? No signal as of
Nope.
yet. And he's in. Corey Bell.
Hate to tell you this, Steve, but we got a flag on the play back around the line of scrimmage.
What a run by Corey Bell. An 86-yard touchdown run, 84-yard touchdown run, excuse me, by Corey Bell, but there is a penalty on the play.
Let's see what the
And it is
signal
holding against the Wolves, and another touchdown will be taken off the board via a penalty.
Looks like they called a block in the back on that one.
My goodness, what a horrible break for the Wolves.
Boy, that flag came out really early. I'm not sure. It looked like he went like this, didn't he, when he made the signal, like a block in the back signal?
Oh, I thought he gave the
maybe
hold.
it was holding. That'll be half the distance
see
the
if he,
wrong way. Doggone it. Yeah, he's giving the block in the back.
Oh, it was a
signal.
block in the back.
It
Pardon
just
me.
came really early for that,
Oh,
and it was
my.
thrown right at the inside lineman. You know, offensive linemen have what's called a free block zone, and 1.5 yards on either side of the ball, where it's not illegal to make initial contact with the back of somebody. But yeah, not sure what happened there.
So half the distance to the goal will take the ball back to the 4-yard line. So we're looking at a 2nd and 21 now with just under 3 minutes to go in the half. Canton, play action, throws across. He's got Corey Bell out of the backfield. Nice grab and taken down just about back to the original line of scrimmage.
Gain of almost 10. Nice job by Corey being versatile. He lined up at inside receiver that time, ran a little drag route across the middle, and Cooper found him.
Well, it's not too often that you have an 84-yard touchdown run and you're in on the very next play.
Yeah, catch a drag route going across the middle where all those giants are roaming around. And it was a nice job by
So
Corey.
now we're looking at a 3rd and 11 now as we're coming down on the 2-minute mark. We got another update from Gig Harbor. Bellarmine continues to pour it on. 45-0 they lead now at Roy Anderson Field. So Canton rolling out, looking for a man, throws, and he's got Logan Knowles.
Great catch,
And
Logan.
that is caught at about the 24-yard line. Great grab. Again, it looked like the CK defender may have gotten a little bit early, but great concentration in hands on the part of Logan Knowles, the senior.
Unfortunately, it looks like we're a little bit short, about 1 yard short of the first down.
4th and a short yard.
And we are exactly that. 4th and just under 1 yard. That's a short yard.
Yeah, looks like Coach
Minute and a
Canton's
half to go.
Coach Canton's going to let the clock wind down. Probably wait for the hand to go up for the back judge. Call a timeout.
Looks like the Wolves
Last
are out of
possible
timeouts.
seconds. Oh, there goes. Oh, maybe he's just going to take the penalty. There goes the hand. Yeah, we're going to get another delay of game penalty right here, it looks like. Boy, unfortunate. Unfortunate.
My goodness. 2 touchdowns pulled off the board because of the penalty.
Yeah, I don't understand how that flag is thrown at the interior lineman, because they have that free block zone. You can step laterally, and you can actually block on the back side in that free block zone as long as your initial contact.
So Canton back to punt it away. Shanked his first one. A little better kick, a little wobbly, but hits the up back. Schwederman, who looks for some room to the outside, runs it out of bounds at about the 32-yard line. We've got a couple of flags, a little extracurricular activity going on now down there.
Yeah, not sure what happened. Looks like maybe somebody may have lost their composure. Not sure what happened here. Maybe a block in the back.
There was 2 flags on it. One of them looked like the second one, a little shoving match with Raymond Marin and one of the CK Cougars. So the refs will get together, figure out what the calls are. As we approach the 1 minute mark, minute 3 left in the half. The Wolves and Cougars tied at 7. Boy, no, I just can't get over the tough break on that play. What a great run.
Boy.
So we've got holding on the receiving team. We've got a personal foul against the Wolves. So I know those penalties don't offset.
Yeah, one's a dead ball.
Right.
So it looks like I'm guessing, but probably assess the holding.
So there's a block in the back on Central Kitsap.
It's holding. It's holding on CK.
Or was a hold.
And then personal foul on us. So we'll assess the one, and then we'll go 15 yards the other way. Here comes the personal foul.
Oh, I see. So they backed them up first, and now they're going to assess the 15 yards.
Yeah, one's a dead ball.
Yeah.
Happened after the play was over, so.
So after all that, the Central Kitsap Cougars take over on the South Kitsap 40-yard line with a minute to go, minute 3, and 1 timeout left. And we've got an official timeout.
Official timeout.
All right, back to some football action here now. 1st and 10 from the 40.
Yeah, tough situation. There's enough time for them to threaten. We just got to keep everything in front of us, but we don't want to give up too much.
Got a man on the outside.
But we got to make tackles too.
Shakes the first tackler.
That's a keeper.
Can't get away from the second.
At about the 32-yard line.
So that takes him down to about the 32. Looking at 2nd and 2. 45 seconds left in the half. Pascal takes a snap, drops back, throws across, and it is broken up.
Great drop by
27.
Deshaun Booker. Great drop, boy. We almost had that one going the other way, too. Really nice job by Deshaun.
Deshaun Booker, the senior, with a nice defensive play there. Bring up 3rd and 2 now. 36 seconds left on the clock. Another flag on the play.
I didn't see the signal. Look like maybe holding.
It's against CK, but I did miss what the call was. I just happened to catch the end of it when he pointed at CK to the SK captains. So pretty good indication that penalty will be against Central Kitsap.
Spent a lot of time talking about it. Not sure what we got here.
Pretty sure whatever it is, we're going to want to accept it because they're sitting at a 2nd and 2. So whatever it is, back them up. Here we are. Ineligible.
Yeah, ineligible downfield. 5-yarder.
So that turns that 2nd and 2 to a 2nd and 7 now from the 37-yard line.
It's 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
Pascal once again out of the shotgun.
Little bubble formation or a bunch formation over here.
Rolls out, throws across. He's got Schwederman. Throws a little bit low, and Schwederman cannot handle it. That'll bring up a 3rd and 7 with 31 seconds left.
Yeah, probably a good thing he didn't catch that. We had an outside linebacker close, but he had a little bit of space on the sideline. Nice to catch a little bit of a break there.
Well, I tell you what, Central Kitsap going in tied at half is going to be pretty happy about that when they could honestly be down by 2 touchdowns at this point.
Right. Yeah, due to the number
or
of
even more.
mistakes.
I mean, really, they scored a touchdown after.
Right.
So we could even be 21-0 at this point.
Yeah,
but
it could be.
Here we are. Again, hands off up the middle. Nothing. Stopped in the backfield. Number 60. That's Elijah Griffin on the tackle. 25 seconds left.
Don't think we had enough guys on the line of scrimmage over here. Hopefully the Wolves decline that one. We don't want to give them another down.
Another flag.
Yeah.
So an illegal formation call against Central Kitsap. Like you said, I agree, Coach. I think they would probably decline that. Don't give them the extra down. It is declined. So we're looking at a 3rd and 7. I guess they're giving him that he got back to about the line of scrimmage, but it sure seemed like he was hitting the backfield. Excuse me, 4th and 7.
Yeah, there we go.
So with 20 seconds left on the clock, CK will be pretty content to let that wind out.
Right.
SK cannot stop the clock. We are out of timeouts.
Yeah, the only way we could stop the clock is a change of possession. So smart for CK not to run a play here. And it looks like we're going to head into halftime tied at 7.
And that will do it for the half. So at the half, we've got the Wolves and Cougars tied at 7.
Yeah, in a game really dominated by South Kitsap, but with the exception of that one long drive that CK put together, again, with the help of some penalties on South, we really have to get the penalties taken care of, and we'll be fine in the second half.
Yeah, the 86-yard touchdown run pulled off the board for a block in the back, and then the was that a 10-yard touchdown pass or so from Canton? Also pulled off the board.
Yeah, great play action pass, and we had the ineligible lineman downfield on that first one that was taken off the board, and then the unfortunate block in the back on the long touchdown run.
So, Coach, you head in tied at 7 with your team playing the way that they played in the first half. What do you say to them?
Boy, when we go in at halftime right now, I am definitely not going to spend a lot of time telling them what they did wrong in the first half. We're going to focus on things we need to fix. We need to make sure that we're taking a good directional step at free safety so that receiver doesn't get behind us for the long ball. Just a little bit of a miscue by our safety there, not taking his directional step in the right direction. Too flat across the field, and the receiver got behind him. We've been tackling really well compared to other games that we have played so far this season, and we have moved the ball well. We just got to eliminate the mistakes. So my focus would be on letting them know that they're in it, and we knew it was going to be a game. Central Kitsap's not going to go anywhere. We have to eliminate mistakes if we want to win, and we need to continue to play good defense.
Yeah, I agree, Coach. You got to focus on the positives. Keep the guys positive and upbeat. They played a great half of football aside from those penalties. Moved the ball well, threw the ball well, ran the ball well.
Chew them out tomorrow about the mistakes, but
Exactly.
try to keep them focused. Try to give them a short memory tonight.
So for your halftime enjoyment tonight, let's look in on the South Kitsap High School Marching Band's performance. This year's musical inspiration is the work of Sir Elton John. Enjoy the show, and we'll see you back here for the second half.
Junior high to the band this year. The Young Nation Band would like to thank the senior band members, section leaders, parents, and the South Kitsap School District for their support, dedication, and hard work. Ladies and gentlemen, your halftime show. Ladies and gentlemen, the South Kitsap Marching Band under the direction of Jerry Graham. No penalty flags on the band.
Wait, did you see them? Probably not. Make it easier for drivers to spot you in the morning by wearing something bright. Like this. Makes you look brighter. So come on, get your clothes on. holiday season is something most of us look forward to all year long, but for some, it's a time of hardship. These people are here to help, but they need your help too. The SK Helpline is open from 10:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m., accepting food, toys, paper products, anything. Even if you aren't able to donate, all proceeds from the nursery go towards the helpline. So what if you can make a difference, make a change, be the change? For more information, visit www.skhelpline.org.
Welcome back to the second half of South Kitsap football. Just about ready to kick off the second half. I'm Steve Dickey, along with former SK head coach DJ Sigurdsson. So, Coach, first half dominated by the Wolves, even though the score does not reflect it.
Yeah, unfortunately, there's more parts to the game than just moving the ball and running the ball and catching it. You got to also concentrate and not get those penalties. So if we can get that eliminated in the second half, we got a good chance of coming out with a victory.
Which is exactly what the Wolves are looking for. They want to finish up. If they can pull this game out, they will clinch 500 on the season for the league. We have just received word that Olympia is beating Yelm 35-0 at half. Bellarmine Prep leading 52-0 at half over Gig Harbor. So barring a minor miracle here, it does not look like the South Kitsap Wolves will be able to qualify for the playoffs this year. I'm sure that word has not gotten down to coaches, and they don't really care at this point. They need to take care of business here. That's all they can take care of.
Yeah, exactly, Steve. They got to get the situation secured here and come away with a victory, and then worry about next week. Even though the playoff berth is no longer at stake, they still need to finish strong. It's a great opportunity to finish with 2 victories. You know, the only time you're able to finish with a victory is if you win the state championship or if you're not qualifying to go into the playoffs. And so it's an opportunity for them to end on a victory with a young team, be something to build on in the offseason. And that's really the direction they need to start looking now. Just get those mistakes cleaned up, and we're going to be fine. Again, it's nice to see Coach Prince and the coaches down interacting with the players and trying to get them excited and go out and play better in the second half.
Yeah, we spoke about it earlier. The Wolves are a pretty young team. You've got wide receiver Braden Maynard's a junior, quarterback Cooper Canton's a junior, the running back Marshad DeWalt's a junior, Corey Bell is a sophomore. So this is a pretty young team. They've got a little bit of a mix, but it's a pretty young team, and there's some really talented kids that are on JV squad coming back next year too. So like you said, you want to build on this, show these guys, hey, we can beat a very good Central Kitsap team that's sitting there at 6-2. Their only losses, Bellarmine Prep and Gig Harbor, who are the top 2 teams in the league.
Right. And we're right with them.
Right. Here we are tied at 7 with them. We got a shot. Same with the Bellarmine game. We're down 10-0 at half. We got a shot to come in on this, and so and those are very talented teams.
Yeah, and you mentioned the young guys that are out on the field playing. There's also a lot of young guys that are running down covering kicks and on the punt team and the kickoff return team, and they're standing on the sidelines, and they're taking it all in effect, and it'd be a great chance for the seniors, for the upperclassmen, to really set the tone, and going into next week and into the off season for the young guys to build and really get started on next season.
Yeah, very true. When you're talking about a team and a school the size of South Kitsap, there's a lot of talented guys that don't quite crack the starting lineup because you've got so many kids to choose from. And then with them bringing the freshmen up this year, that gives them some more exposure to high school football, which is only going to make them better players instead of playing junior high ball. Much more competitive. Freshmen can play for JV or even varsity if they're good enough.
Right.
When they were not able to do that before.
That's right. So these guys are, there's a couple of freshmen that are on the sideline right now that are like I said, they're taking this all in, and they're getting a taste for what high school football is, and it's a great opportunity for the seniors. The season may not have gone exactly as they had hoped, but they have a chance to finish with 2 victories, and so they need to take advantage of that.
So the captain's back out on the field here as we get ready to take off the second half. We've got the SK captains, number 7, Cooper Canton, number 8, Kyle Carpenter, number 27, Deshaun Booker, and number 3, Logan Knowles. Central Kitsap's quarterback, number 4, Riley Pascal, 55, Connor Carlson, 64, Brady Walter, and 72, Jordan Nesser. So South Kitsap will receive the ball to start the second half. Hope they can get something going on offense, Coach.
Yeah, it's a great opportunity to come out and forget the first half's mistakes and come out in the second half and set the tone for the whole second half right here. Great opportunity on this opening drive.
Yeah, I asked you before the half, what would you say to them if you went in there? I mean, some coaches go in there and start ripping heads about, the penalties and and really focusing on the negatives of that half. But I like to try to be a little more positive about it. So, you know what? We made a lot of mistakes with penalties. The only mistakes really with penalties. We moved the ball well, defense played well, and we're sitting at 7-7 against a very good Central Kitsap team. So let's knock out the penalties and let's keep playing the focused football that we're accustomed to. That's South Kitsap tradition.
Yeah, the effort's been good. There haven't been a lot of I haven't seen any effort mistakes. I mean, that last touchdown run that got called back was indicative. You got a kid leaving his feet from the 4-yard line and punching the ball over top of the pylon to try to score. And I see the same effort from the linemen and receivers, and so you get frustrated. You want to chew on them a little bit about effort, but the effort is not bad. It's been the mistakes, and so they're not trying to make mistakes. They want to win just as bad as we do. So
here we are. Kick is up, and here we go. Fielded at about the 5 or 6 yard line, taking it up the middle.
Wells.
Xavier Wells got some room to the outside.
Nice.
Finally
return.
Run down almost to
Xavier,
midfield.
doggone it. Oh, boy. Going back 15 yards, we got a personal foul.
A little too excited, a little too animated, and he spikes the football, and I believe he's going to be called for an unsportsmanlike here, which will back them up 15 yards. Instead of midfield, we're going to be back at about the 35-yard line. As we talk about unnecessary penalties, here comes another
great
one
return.
To start the second half.
Great return, and it's going to get negated by a mental mistake after the return. Yeah, I get excited, and you watch guys do that on Sunday all day long. And again, it's going to be critical for us to have a short memory right here. We just cannot go out on the field with bad body language and bad attitudes. We're going to have to go out on the field. It's still 1st and 10. It's not 1st and 25.
Exactly. So yeah, you're right. You see that in college and in pros, and you get a little bit too excited. High school is way more sportsmanlike oriented and way more safety oriented, so you can't do some of the things that you can get away with at the college level or pro level that you will not get away with those things at the high school level. So that flag thrown immediately after he spiked the ball. So we're both on the same page, knew exactly what that call was going to be. So 1st and 10 from the 32-yard line. Cooper Canton, I formation, pitches out to Bell. Bell's got a little bit of room, cuts back to the inside, and then stacked up at about the 37, still pushing forward to about the 37, 38-yard line. And 2 plays and 2 penalties is another
here comes
flag.
another flag. I saw somebody from CK getting up off the ground. Not sure what happened there.
So the refs get together, they'll talk about it. Nice little run from Corey Bell.
Yeah, really nice job of finding the seam in there. Corey did a nice job of sticking it up in there and then hanging on to the ball.
Corey Bell, 5'11", 170 sophomore. And we've got a holding against the Wolves,
Yeah.
which will negate that run and back them up a few yards.
I don't know what to say at this point.
Yeah, Coach Canton and the rest of the Wolves coaching staff's got to be pretty frustrated with this. I mean, you know, we're getting good runs. I mean, that was a nice first down run for, 6-7 yards, and then
Immediately a penalty flag. And so, again, I know we've said it a number of times, but you really can't worry about the last one. You really can't worry about what the officials are doing. They're trying to do their job, and we got to do our job. So, looks like I see the official talking to Braden Maynard. So I don't know if that's who the penalty was called on or not. Looked like a pretty good block to me, but.
So we're looking at a 1st and 23 from the 20-yard line now. And we've got a false start now, number 73. That's Ben Johnson. Come off the ball a little soon.
Yeah, having some concentration problems right now. This is kind of what can happen if those penalties become the main focus. So we really got to clear our heads right now and focus on the next play.
So the Wolves have gone from starting at the 50 to backed up to their own
15 right now.
15-yard line. So here we go again. 3 straight plays, 3 straight penalties. Hands off up the middle. Bell trying to get to the outside. Can't quite get there. And he gets about to the line of scrimmage. Might have lost a yard. Actually, looks like he might have gained a yard. This will give him some pretty good forward progress. Give him about a yard.
Yeah. Gained about a yard. Looked like maybe there was something to the outside, but CK closed pretty well. And
well, Coach, making halftime adjustments is always what it's about in football, especially when you're looking at a tie game where you're chasing a couple or up by a couple. You got to make adjustments, and we'll see what kind of adjustments these 2 coaches made with their teams.
yeah, right now we got to adjust and start concentrate.
Yeah.
That'll help us a bunch.
So Canton drops back, throwing deep, and that is caught by Dylan Garcia. Spinning catch. Circus catch from Garcia.
What a fantastic catch by Dylan, concentrating. That ball went right through the defender's arms, and Dylan was able to maintain his concentration and catch it.
Boy, as that ball was coming down, yeah, Coach, I thought that ball was intercepted. I thought it was a little shorter than it was. He just got it over the defender.
Yeah, he really did. Now we're in a very manageable 3rd down and 4. Really, it's really unique what we're watching with Dylan Garcia being a first-year football player and able to make some of the plays he's making.
Yeah,
doing a great job.
He really came to play here tonight, senior night. And Cooper Canton is finding him. So Cooper drops back again. Quick hitter, almost picked off. Broken up by number 12, Hudson Kiefer.
Yeah.
Nice play, and he almost took that one to the house. Dylan Garcia came back for the ball like you should.
Yeah, he did.
And if he wouldn't have,
again,
that ball's intercepted.
It's unbelievable what he's doing. Great savvy to come back and become the defender at that point. Boy, we get a 22, 23-yard pass completion, and it's not enough for a first down.
Yeah, that's really a shame.
Unfortunate. Great play by those 2, but it's going to result
younger
in a
receivers,
punt.
especially high school level, you run out on a 4-yard pass, you run out 4 yards or 5 yards to the marker, and then you sit there. And if Dylan would have sat, Kiefer picks that ball off. Luckily, he was smart enough. He came back to the ball, and they both got there, knocked him off balance. Cooper Canton, fake punt, throwing, got his man. First down,
Great
Wolves.
catch.
What a solid catch, number 39, Tanner Paulson.
What a fantastic catch.
Another senior. What a great throw and
right
catch.
as the defender got there, able to catch that ball. Nice play. Boy, that's a momentum changer. That's exciting to see. South Kitsap going for it. Fake punt and converting on it.
Wolves offense fired up after that one.
Yeah, that's a great emotional boost for the offense right now. Let's see if they can do something with it.
So 1st and 10, just short of midfield, about 48-yard line. It looks like we've got a timeout, Central Kitsap.
Boy, that's the nice thing about having your starting quarterback as your punter. If you need to throw one in there, what a great throw and an equally fantastic catch by Tanner, catching that ball right as the defender got there.
Yeah, a lot of teams don't have that kind of luxury, and a lot of punters are not typically guys that throw the ball well.
Yeah.
So,
and you want a really good athlete back there because you never know what can happen with the snap. So the guy's got to be able to catch the snap, and it's really nice if your quarterback can do it because then you have that option to throw the ball if you need to for a first down. A great execution of the fake punt, and now that 22, 23-yard gain it did come into play on this series because they were able to fake the punt. Not as much to lose if they didn't get it, and a much more manageable distance to convert.
So now, 7 plays and 3 minutes later, we're back to where we started from after the opening kickoff.
Yeah, that's right. This is about where Xavier got tackled.
Yeah, about
we're back
the 48.
to that.
So we got a 1st and 10 from the 48. Canton under center, drops back, rolls out. Got a man, throws off balance. Just kind of throws it away. Number 35, Vaughn Beebe there. Break that one up, pass intended for Logan Knowles.
A little bit of a miscommunication, it looks like, between Cooper and Logan on that one, and Cooper wisely just tossed it out of bounds. I would have liked for him to throw it a little further out of bounds.
Yeah. Yeah, you saw Logan as he was running past Cooper, and they kind of exchanged like
a little communication.
What happened, because it looked like Logan went long, and Cooper kind of threw it out. So we'll see if they're on the same page this one. We got a 2nd and 10 now. Central Zone blitz, hands off up the middle. Drives ahead for about 5 yards. That's number 5, Xavier Wells. Wells, a 5'10 senior.
Yeah, nice job by Xavier keeping it inside. A lot of times when you don't have a lot of experience at running back, you try to bounce, and boy, he just kept it right inside and got some good positive yards. Got about 6. Nice job by Xavier.
Xavier Wells got some carries last week in Stadium and really had a big game down there. So it's like Coach going to try to give him the ball a few times, give Corey Bell a rest. Xavier and Marshad DeWalt in the backfield. Central Sowen blitz. Up the middle. Xavier trying to get outside. Can't get there, and he's taken down at about midfield.
Yeah. They blitzed right through the same gap that we were trying to run the ball, and nice job hanging on to the ball by Xavier that time, but unfortunately we lost some yards.
So that'll back them up to about a 4th and 8 now at right on the midfield stripe. Highly unlikely they would try to fake again.
Yeah,
usually only get away with that once in a game.
A little tough to fool them twice.
So Canton, and he's got a pretty good leg. He should be able to pin them down. Oh, the short hop's a throw, and it's almost blocked. It might have been partially blocked. They did the Wolves out of there. And that's going to end up being about a 10-yard punt. The snap short hopped Canton, and
we're getting pretty consistent pressure off of that left-hand side, defensive right-hand side. Not sure what's going on over there, but with that short hop snap and then the added pressure, we're fortunate just to get it out of there without being blocked.
Uncontested from the outside. So Cooper lucky to get anything on that one. Gets about a 10-yard punt out of it. So Central ends up getting a little better field position than the Wolves would have liked. They'll take over at the 40, 1st and 10. Pascal again from the shotgun. It comes to the end around to Kiefer. Gets across the line and taken out of bounds at about the 45-yard line.
Yeah.
Kyle Carpenter and Deshaun Booker on the stop.
Much better job that time on defense. You know, it would be nice. Our outside linebacker was getting held. Anytime the receiver gets their hands outside of the frame of the body, that is called holding. This official is not making the same decisions as the official on the other side is. That's unfortunate for us, but Raymond was able to keep fighting and force the play wide.
So a 2nd and 4 from the 46. Pascal drops back, throws deep, and he has a man wide open, but overshoots him. That would have been a touchdown easily for number 88, Taylor Sodi.
Yeah, again, our directional step by the safety is a little too flat, and they're getting behind us.
Just a quick post right down the middle, and he was wide open. Pascal's kicking himself for missing that throw. That's a throw he should make. Fortunately for the Wolves, he
dodged
did
the
not.
bullet there for sure.
So now we're looking at a 3rd and 4 from the 46. Wolves looking for another big 3rd down stop here.
Yeah, this would be a key stop. If we can give them no yards and cause a punt right here, that'd be fantastic.
So once again, out of the shotgun.
Gonna get Schweigert in motion. He's going to get
Hands
the
it
ball.
off the end around to Schweiter, looking to get room to the outside and makes it. He's got the 1st down and more. Chased out of bounds by number 35, Marcus Burke.
Yeah, again, really difficult when they can get their best player running full speed and the defense is standing still before the ball snapped. A nice job by him getting the 1st down.
Yeah, Schwederman can fly too. He is a very fast kid.
Yeah, it was evident on that play.
So from the 44-yard line, Central Kitsap looking at a 1st and 10. Pascal back again, drops back, looking to throw. He's got some time. Look, and now he runs out of time.
Nice, there we
Number 35, Marcus Burke, and 52, Lucas Petrovic. Get there at the same time. He had a little bit of a pocket, but that collapsed pretty quick.
Boy, it
We
sure did.
do have a flag on the penalty. And it's a face mask against the Wolves.
Yeah, again.
Oh, my. Another huge penalty
Really?
on a big play that stops the Wolves. Or, excuse me, that hurts the Wolves.
Again, can't say it enough. Short memory. Coach Dickey, we got to have a short memory and make another play because the score is still 7-7. Boy, I don't know that I have seen a game with this many penalties.
Especially personal foul,
Yeah,
15-yarders. Unbelievable. I couldn't tell who the penalty was on. It didn't look like the people on the sack were hitting high, but somewhere along the line, somebody got a hand in the face mask, and that cost them 15 yards.
Yeah.
So that'll make it a 1st and 3, which you don't see very often.
That's right.
Again, drops back, throws across the middle, has got a man. Schwederman and takes a shot from Raymond Marin. Schwederman a little slow to get up. Big hit, Raymond Marin.
Very nice physical, legal tackle by Ray Marin. Great job by the receiver hanging onto the ball, too. But that was a bang-bang play.
Marin, the leading tackler for the Wolves this year, and also a junior, another one of the guys that'll be back for next year. So it's good to have your leading tackler coming back for another year of
Yeah,
varsity
very nice
football.
for the defense to get those guys back.
Offset eye, again out of the shotgun. Handoff up the middle. We got another penalty on the play after a short gain.
Yeah.
My goodness, Coach. I mean, both teams, except their team, they're just
Yeah, they're getting 5-yarders, and we're getting 15-yarders. so
exactly.
either way, you don't want those penalties, but a little easier to overcome the 5-yard variety.
Yeah. So that penalty will back the Cougars up.
Illegal shift. Yeah. One of the motion men might have been going towards the line of scrimmage, or they might not have had enough guys on
Turned
the
the
line of
field a little
scrimmage.
too soon. So if play action hits his man on the outside, he's down. Cannot get back up. Taylor Sodi catches the ball with a knee down.
Looks like we're
And
gonna have
believe it or not, there is another penalty on the play.
I cannot believe that, a penalty, really, at this point. Looks like a offensive lineman might have been downfield. That's kind of where it was thrown. Now they might be
And they're
picking it
going
up.
to pick the flag up.
Picking it up.
Maybe they've decided there's been enough penalties in this game. Let's let them play on.
They've reached the limit.
So we're looking at a 2nd and 15 now from the Wolves' 32.
And 2nd and 6. Ball on the 24.
They gained about 8 yards on that last play. So.
Oh, pardon me. It's 2nd and 6 now. No, he does. He hands it off up the middle and stacked up. Oh, and how about that? Another penalty.
Yeah, that's
and that's
that
coming
one
out
came
of the
in late.
defensive backfield.
I don't like the way that one came in late after the play. That might be another 15-yarder. Hopefully we're keeping our composure.
Wasn't much of a gain on the play there.
No,
I was
not
kind of
much of a
watching what
gain.
happened at the pile there. I don't know what happened. That flag came out of the defensive backfield. I don't know if there was some extracurricular activity going on back there or what, but refs are getting together trying to figure it out.
We're getting ready to get the call right here. Personal foul against the Wolves.
Foul against the Wolves.
Boy.
Well,
I don't know what happened. Maybe a late hit came in. Somebody was a little late getting in there on the tackle.
All they said was personal foul. They didn't show what exactly it was.
They didn't indicate that anybody
personal
was leading
foul.
with the helmet.
15-yard penalty.
Must have been late. Somebody must have been late getting in there on the tackle. They didn't. If it was helmet to helmet, they usually indicate that, but they didn't. So
that'll give Central Kitsap a 1st and 10 from the 11, so they can still get a first down. Pitch to the outside, Bearfield.
Nice
Counting
job.
up backfield, Marcus Burke, number 35. Great tackle.
Great pursuit by Marcus Burke coming from his defensive tackle position and staying inside out and running down a running back. So we had a defensive lineman showing great burst and getting to a running back out in the open field for about a 7 or 8 yard loss. That was a fantastic play by Marcus.
And I love how he hit him waist high, drove him down, threw him.
Hung on.
Nice looking fundamental tackle there. I've noticed
nice.
a lot of high tackling, which usually results in broken tackles or face masks.
Yeah.
Penalty on the play.
And we've got a penalty on the play.
Illegal substitution.
Illegal substitution penalty against Central Kitsap. We'll back them up.
Must have broke the huddle with 12 guys.
So that will back them up to about a 24-yard line. So a little break for the Wolves there. Really sloppy game tonight, Coach.
Yeah,
For
it's good.
two usually pretty disciplined teams that are.
Absolutely, I agree. And we got good weather. We got the field's in as good a condition as it can be in November 1st, and unfortunately we're our concentration is dropping, and so it's getting sloppy.
So Passel takes a snap, drops back. He's got Taylor Sody wide open in the end zone.
Yeah. Again, we're having trouble in the middle of the field with the deep
Touchdown,
help.
Cougars will give them the lead 13-7 pending the extra point. Yeah, the exact same play that he overshot Sody on.
That's right. Yeah, that's the third time we've seen that play, and the middle of the field's been open for him. Not sure what's going on with our coverage, but anytime you got somebody running free with either nobody chasing them or nobody behind them, something's wrong with the coverage, and that time they made the connection. Third time's a charm, evidently.
So they line up for the extra point. Kevin White. Kick is up and almost blocked.
Boy, great effort from the outside to almost block that.
And that one's through. So Central Kitsap has its first lead of the game, 14-7, with about 4 minutes to go in the third quarter. So the Wolves are going to have to regroup here.
Yeah, that's exactly what we need to do. There needs to be some regrouping, because what can happen oftentimes in this situation is, you're only down 7 points, you're down 1 touchdown, and you got to try to change your mindset and not focus on all the mistakes that just happened on the last drive and get a group of kids ready to go out and play hard the next drive. So it'd be really important to keep them focused.
You saw secondary coach Marcus Logue over there talking to his secondary, kind of saying, hey, guys, what happened there? Got a blown coverage along the way somewhere.
Yeah, usually if it happens one time, it could be a mistake by a player. If it happens repeatedly, then someone's not understanding what they're supposed to be doing. So hopefully we can get that figured out.
Yeah, 3 times down the middle like that is
something's
not
up.
going to work for us.
A little bit of a miscue there. We're not understanding what we're supposed to be doing.
So Wells and Bell back deep.
Wouldn't that be a shot in the arm? Let's see Corey Bell go to the house on this one.
Corey Bell with a 75-yard kickoff return last week. And they are going to stay away from him. They're going to Wells, and Wells can fly too. Wells cuts it back into the inside, looking for some running room, gets a little bit up the middle, and then he's stopped at about the 25, 26-yard line. So it's just about the 25-yard line.
Good discipline on Corey or Xavier heading up in there behind the wedge. Sometimes it's tough to do. You see a little bit of space, and you want to venture out there by yourself, but nice job by him getting what he could out of that and hanging on to the ball.
So the Wolves regroup and will come out again on offense. Just under 4 minutes left in the third quarter, trailing 14-7.
Plenty of time for South Kitsap.
And that's the thing too, Coach. With a young group like this, is telling them, hey, we're down by a touchdown. We're down by 1 score. So hands Bell up the middle with a nice run. Exactly what they needed. Get a nice solid run.
And we have plenty of time to do this. There's no need to panic. You got a whole quarter and 4 minutes, and we got plenty of time to just stay with our game plan and get some positives going and make some plays. So great job on first down, picking up 7.
So just about a second and a long 3, maybe a short 4 yards to go. Nice run by Corey. Like to have a nice 5-6 yard runner out of the game, make this a manageable second down. There's a lot of things you can do with this. Showing blitz. Hands to outside. Oh, Corey Bell. Big hits. He cut back into the middle. It looks he's close to the first down, and surprisingly enough, there is a penalty. A little bit of extracurricular activity going on there, a little bit of shoving. So we've got a hold on number 52, Lucas Petrovich. So that goes from a 3rd and very short to a 2nd and about 9 now. Or excuse me, it's 2nd and about 14 now.
Yeah. It's very difficult. It's very difficult to watch. It certainly appears that it must be very bad for the same guy to call holding so many times. It must be just he must be really making a huge mistake over there to get that holding call. Every single time we seem to get something positive. So, yeah, and followed by another. Yeah,
false start will back them up 5 more yards, so we'll be looking at about a 2nd 20.
That's where the concentration part comes in. It's kind of what we're talking about.
False start gets the Wolves, 5-yard penalty.
Boy, looking very similar to the last drive, isn't it?
It very much is, and I almost want to take almost a basketball approach like this. Just call a timeout and pull the guys over and say, "Hey guys, relax."
Right.
Now these are silly penalties. Let's go back and play fundamental football here. Just relax. You hate to burn a timeout to say something like that, but I almost feel like these guys are starting to get a little bit jittery.
Yeah, it's really
once again, back under center. Cooper Canton rolls out. It's got Marshad DeWalt outside. And Marshad takes it to about the 23, maybe 24-yard line. Late penalty comes in, and it looks like we've got an injured Cougar on the field.
Yeah, look, I don't know if that's going to be on us, late hit or what, but
number 83, Channing Martin, a little slow to get up.
If I can judge by body language, it looks like we're going to get another personal foul against the Wolves here for a late hit. I didn't see it happen, but looking at the body language, that's what it looks like.
Personal foul against the Wolves.
Personal foul against the
I'm with you, Coach. I'm speechless on this. I have never seen so many personal fouls, let alone all the other fouls, but personal fouls. That's got to be 6 or 7 or more personal fouls.
I
How do you play this sloppy with the fouls and still only chasing a touchdown? I mean, that's the positive. I mean, you got to try to be positive with it and try to put a spin on it. And say,
Right.
hey, look, guys, we continue to shoot ourselves in the foot, but we're only down by a touchdown.
We're down by 7.
Let's get back on this.
Really hard to focus on that right now, but that's exactly what needs to happen. Is we got to really change the emphasis of focusing on all the penalties, and we really need to somehow get a first down and just get our feet back underneath of us and get moving down the field. So
for the second time this half, where we were just about at midfield at one point in the drive, we are now back to the 19-yard line.
About the 11.
Oh, they back up.
Yeah,
I'm
we're-
reading the board. They are at about the 11-yard line.
Yeah.
So 2nd and 24 for the Wolves. So, again, you don't have to get it all back in one shot, but you need to get a chunk of it here, about half of it at least. Kent fumbles the snap, picks it up, rolls to the outside, got a man, throws, and incomplete. Nice defense by Sean Bearfield on that play. Pass intended for junior Braden Maynard.
Yeah, I do think that was third down. That last penalty was a dead ball foul, which means it happened after second down was completed. So scoreboard wasn't right, but yeah, that was third down play right there. So we're punting.
Punting from deep in our own side.
Now we really need to concentrate on protecting off that left side.
Andrew
get a good
Schwederman
snap.
back for Central Kitsap, and he's standing on the Wolves' 45-yard line. We've had a little trouble with the punting here. They've had pressure on the punter, Cooper Canton. And he is standing at about the 1-yard line. And he's good for about 30, 35 yards. And he does boom this one about to the 37-yard line. So a nice punt by Cooper. Fair caught by Andrew Schwederman at the 47, or 37. So Central Kitsap has some good field position to start this drive after the slew of penalties that plagued the Wolves in that last drive.
And I know we've said it a lot, but they really need to focus on the next play right now. Can't worry about the officials, can't worry about anything other than your job on this particular play. Do your job.
Again, down by 7 is all.
Still only
one
down
score,
by
that's
7.
all we need. But it starts here. We need to get a
14
stop.
minutes to go.
Central Kitsap with the ball. Pascal hands off up the middle. Got a little bit of running room. Beebe up the middle. Stopped by
That was Mason Bradley.
Mason Bradley, number
Got a
62.
nice tackle. That was a nice job staying home by him and making the tackle. I'd like to see him step up a little bit, but he was in the right spot and made a sure tackle.
Yeah, Beebe got through that line in a hurry.
Yeah, very quick. Very quick.
So 2nd and 4 now. Just under 2 minutes left in the third quarter.
One play at a time. It looks like we're bringing some pressure. Man-to-man coverage.
Hands off to Bearfield up the middle for a couple of more. He takes it to about the 30-yard line. And a penalty on the play.
Another penalty flag comes in.
I'd really be interested to see how many penalties. Another personal foul.
Face mask
against the Wolves. We'll move
Yeah.
that ball ahead 15 yards
Boy,
and give Central Kitsap a first down at just about the 15-yard line of the Wolves.
yeah. I didn't see that one, but I did see his head go down on the tackle. I don't know if that's because he dropped his head or because we grabbed his face mask. Evidently, we must have grabbed his face mask.
According to the referees, that seems to be the consensus. So, with a minute and a half to go, Central Kitsap has a 1st and 10 and knocking on the door at the Wolves' 15-yard line. Andrew Schwederman now back at quarterback. Fakes the handoff and takes it up the middle to just about back to the line of scrimmage, maybe even lost half yard. So you talked earlier about how athletic Andrew Schwederman is, and you may see him line up at quarterback, and there he was.
Yeah. Yeah, they'll put him in a number of different places just to try to get him the ball in his hand. We've seen several times tonight where his speed and athleticism is evident, and so it's smart for them to try to get him the ball in a bunch of different ways. So he hasn't caught very many passes tonight, but he has been pretty effective on that motion play and on that last play. So.
And he will head back out to the receiver slot. Riley Pascal back in the shotgun. Takes a snap, drops straight back. Got a little bit of time, throws over the middle again, and this time it is incomplete, nearly picked off by Logan Knowles.
Almost intercepted.
And we're
going to get a bad call right here. This is a bad call by the official. They're going to call pass interference against us, and it's not illegal to make contact with the receiver before the ball's in the air, and this is a bad call. Again, by the official on their sideline, Mr. Brown. This is a bad call. That's not a proper call. The outside linebacker did a great job. He hit Schwederman legally, knocked him down. It is not a penalty. That is a poor call on that official's part. I'm having a tough time not taking this personally, Coach. And being as I coached when that kid was on the field, I'm struggling right now. And that was a terrible call. And I can't believe he's not embarrassed about the game he's called so far to make that call right there.
So the penalty moves the Cougars inside the 10 to about looks like they're about the 6-yard line, 8-yard line. So second and goal from the 8. Handoff up the middle, stacked up, driven backwards. Wow, Marcus, oh my goodness. Yeah. Marcus Burke with a little extra shove at the end at the whistle.
Yeah. The officials.
Personal foul against the Wolves.
We do need a timeout right now. We do. We definitely need a timeout right now.
My goodness.
Yeah.
The Wolves really getting chippy with the ref, too, and he's staring at him now like he wants to grab that flag and throw it again. And wow. There's looking at a very frustrated Coach Canton on the sidelines. You're sitting up here in a booth feeling this way. I can't imagine what's going through Coach Canton's head.
Right now. I can't remember the number of times that a positive play has been turned into a negative play. You know, where and obviously I'm frustrated, but some of these calls are, that they're just calling it like they see it, and we are really having a tough time getting out of our own way at times. Although I didn't think that was a personal foul, but evidently the officials saw it differently. It's kind of tough. You don't want to. In a play like that where that player got excited because he made a sack, and now we're going to tell him you can't get excited, evidently, and nobody was shoved to the ground. There was no unnecessary roughness. I'm not sure. Maybe just that push was enough to cause the official to flag him for it.
So after all that, we're looking at a first and goal from the 5 for now for Central Kitsap. Just under 30 seconds left in the third quarter. Pascal back in at quarterback. Hands it off up the middle, driving ahead, number 35.
Von Beebe.
Yeah, Von Beebe with the carry up the middle, the bigger back. And that's going to probably be the last play of the quarter as he gets about a yard out of that to the 4.
Yeah, very nice, sure tackle. I think that was Deshaun Booker in there on the tackle. Nice job of keeping his feet and driving the ball carrier back.
Deshaun Booker, a senior, was the second leading tackler.
Great opportunity to recapture right here. I know I keep saying the same thing, but they're still only down by 7. It's unbelievable with the way the game has gone with the penalties, and only down by 7. So really need to recapture right here, remind them of that, and do our job on the next play.
Coach Canton looked like he might have been giving a little bit of a stink eye to the refs there. Like, come on, man, you guys are killing us here. But
yeah, hard not to at this point.
But I did see him cheering on his guys as they were walking by and telling them, hey, let's go, guys. Let's make a stop. Let's hold them to 3 here. Coach Logue now talking with his guys. There's a look at our SK super fans. As they're doing their famous roller coaster.
Heading into the fourth quarter with a chance to win the game. So we need a good stop here, and then we can turn this thing around.
Yeah, 3 here is not too bad. 7's not even the end of the world. You can get 2 scores in a quarter, no question. You know, you've got the weapons.
We've moved the ball at times in spite of penalties, so we just need to
Pascal
make
takes
a
a
play.
snap, looking to throw. A little miscommunication in the end zone there with his intended receiver, number 15. That's Christian Jacobs.
Yeah, I'll say it. I think we got away with one there, Coach. That might have been holding on. It might have been defensive holding right there, and there was no penalty that came out. Maybe they are getting a little gun shy about the flag, so maybe that ball wasn't too catchable. So Brandon,
that's the only thing I can think of. But then was it not catchable because he was held up, or just not catchable? But regardless, no flag on that play, surprisingly enough. And CK's looking at a 3rd and goal now from the 5. Big 3rd down stand. Throw again to the corner. That ball is caught in the corner of the end zone.
It didn't look like Kyle. It didn't look like the corner saw the ball. It looked like he was in great position and then didn't see it. And
I agree, Coach. I thought the ball was going to be picked off. It looked like he was looking back, but apparently he didn't pick up the ball at all. Maybe I don't know if the ball got up into the lights or he just he had his head turned. It looked like he had like he was going to make a play on the ball, and I guess he just lost sight.
Great position, and what a great catch by the receiver to keep his feet in. I didn't see who that was. I didn't get a number on it, but that was a nice job keeping his feet in.
I think he was number 15, Christian Jacobs.
Okay.
But then as soon as he caught it, he was tackled by one of his own guys as they jumped and hit the deck. So Kevin White on again to tack on the extra point. Kick is up and good. So it's just under 12 minutes to go as we start the fourth quarter. It's the Central Kitsap Wolves 21, or Central Kitsap Cougars 21, and the South Kitsap Wolves 7. So you got a quarter to play, Coach. You're down by 2 touchdowns. What are the coaches telling them in the huddle over there now?
Well, the nice thing right now for the Wolves is they have plenty of time, and we really need to be conscious of our attitudes right now. We don't need an excuse right now. The officials cannot win the game for anybody, and so we really need to focus on just our responsibilities and what we need to do, and we need to start with getting a first down right here, being mentally sound and not making any mental mistakes and getting a first down. And there is plenty of time left in this football game. We've been moving the ball up and down the field at times in spite of penalties, and so I just can't say it enough. We are not out of time. This game is not over, and that's what I'd be telling them. That's what I'm sure what the coaches are telling them. So.
Yes, I mean 14 points is certainly not an insurmountable lead, for a quarter. But like you said, we just got to stop the dumb penalties. We've had chances to move the ball. We've moved the ball, and it just seems like every time we do, we shoot ourselves in the foot with a stupid penalty.
That's right.
We just gotta be more disciplined, play a little smarter football for this last quarter.
You're absolutely right. Looks like Corey's going to get a chance on this one.
So they do kick the Corey Bell, fielded at the 10-yard line, takes it up the middle. Looks like he's got a little bit of room, and then he's wrapped up at about the 28-yard line, about an 18-yard return.
Good coverage by CK that time.
Bell runs right up into the wedge, but nothing really broke loose for him.
Yeah.
Because, Corey Bell gets through that wedge, and he is going to be very difficult in the open field to bring him down.
That's right. Tough to catch him. He can move. Now we got the same opportunity when we're on offense. Just takes one little seam, pop him through, and we can make a big play. Or we've made several big plays in the passing game too, and so.
Yeah, I think think that Dylan Garcia might start getting involved more in this game. He was really effective in the first half, and I haven't heard much from him in the second half, so I think we're going to need to get him the ball.
Here we go, Wolves. There goes the hand. Come on, let's go. Get this thing snapped. Let's go.
Canton fumbles the snap, rolls out, shakes one, throws away. He's got Dylan Garcia at just about midfield, breaks a tackle, taking it down the sidelines, cuts back inside, and he did step out of bounds.
Yeah, we got linemen downfield because that was a designed running play, so we got linemen 10, 12 yards downfield when the ball comes out, so that's what we're going to have.
So a 40-yard gain is going to be wiped away yet again by another penalty.
Yeah,
and coach, that's, you're right. I mean, that's a designed run play, so that's kind of tough for the linemen to not get downfield because they don't realize there's a fumble.
That's right.
I mean, nobody knows the ball's on the ground besides the quarterback, who did pick it up and made a great play. And I think we might have got away with one on Garcia too. He pushed off down here
a little bit. Yeah, he improved his condition down there, didn't he? Yeah.
So it's in a wash, and sometimes you call it, sometimes you don't. So.
And we got Cooper doing the best he can in a broken play, but there were a couple linemen that were downfield, and rightfully so, thinking it's a run play, and so again, 5-yarder, much better than the 15s we've been trying to overcome.
First and 15 from about the 21-yard line. Canton drops straight back, fake pumps, throws deep down the sideline. He's got a man number 80, Marcus Burns drops the pass.
Yeah.
Another beautiful throw by Canton. You can see the frustrating there on Coach Canton.
Yeah, that was a really nice call. Great situation to throw the out and up. And unfortunately, we just weren't able to hang on to the ball. And nobody's feeling worse right now than number 80, Marcus Burns. But
absolutely,
he's down there doing his best, just like the rest of these guys. And sometimes when you put yourself out there, you get that can happen to you. But
Coach Logue over there talking with Burns now, telling him, hey, keep your head up. You're going to have another chance to make a play.
That's right.
So second and 15 now from the 22. Canton drops back again. Throws the quick out to Dylan Garcia this time. Puts his head down, and he gets to about the 30. About a 4-yard gain.
Yeah. Get a couple of those yards back now.
More about a 10-yard gain. So we're down to the 30-yard line, about an 8-yard gain.
A little more manageable down a distance. Nice job. Again, good call. We just ran an out and up. Now let's run an out. Throw it in front of them. So good decision. Now let's see if we can pick up this first down.
So now we're looking at about a 3rd and 7 from the 30-yard line. I formation. Cooper Canton scans the defense. Under center. Drops back, throws across, and looks like Canton and Garcia were not on the same page. Canton threw the out.
Not sure what happened there.
Canton threw the out. Garcia came in.
Yeah, looked like we were trying to get somebody in that seam right in between the outside linebacker and the inside linebacker, and the receiver just kind of went in too far, and so, a little miscommunication.
So
Unfortunately,
the Wolves will have to punt it once again from the 30. Cooper Canton back to punt. Marshad DeWalt, the up back.
Yeah.
Unlikely to try anything from this part of the field.
We need to get Corey Bell back inside the 25-yard line.
Cooper Canton gets a good roll all the way down to about the 31-yard line.
Yeah, very nice punt there.
About a 50-yard punt after the roll for Cooper Canton. Now, Cooper's the few games that I've seen this year here at home, he does a really good job of getting that nose to fall on the ball, and he always seems to get that positive roll. And somebody had mentioned before about how lucky he gets to do that, but I know that's taught to try to get that nose to fall, so the nose to hit, so you'll get that forward roll. And he seems to get that a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Of course, his dad, Eric Canton, a punter at the University of Washington back in the late 80s. So handoff up the middle. He's got a seam, and he's got room. Breaks away to the 30, to the 20. Logan Knowles giving chase, not going to catch him. Number 35, Vaughn Beebe. Touchdown.
Yeah.
A 70-yard touchdown run for Vaughn Beebe. And Central Kitsap extends their lead 27-7 pending the extra point.
Yeah, on defense, every once in a while you take a gamble and try to bring a little bit of pressure, and that can happen to you if they get a seam in there. And because we're blitzing, everybody's up playing man-to-man coverage, and we got blitzers, and if you run by it, boy, it's tough to recover and make that tackle, especially when the guy runs well like Beebe did there.
So Kevin White on again to tack on the extra point. Snap, kick is up, and it is good. So just over 10 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter, and Central Kitsap leads it 28-7. And I think now the Wolves got to hit the panic button a little bit and really start chunking some yards here.
That's right, and that's where we need some real good body language right here, because we can't afford to walk, we can't afford to be slow. We're going to have to be quick if we have any hope of making this thing, getting it to a point where we can possibly get a victory. So. Yeah, that's where we really need to not focus on what's happened so far at this point.
So do you go hurry up on this, or do you go kind of a modified hurry up? Or, I mean, I'm thinking, with 10 minutes and 3 scores, you got to be moving pretty quick.
Yeah, and based on, that we haven't scored since the first quarter, so you got to take that into account too. So, we need to be hurrying, either no huddle or very little time in the huddle. But the other thing is you don't want to get into such a big hurry that you make mistakes, and obviously we've had a tough time, so far with the mistakes, and so that's the other thing you want to consider. Last thing you want to do is only use 1 minute and give them the ball back, and so probably a balance right here to, I'd say, get a couple first downs or maybe a quick score, and then decide how you're going to do the rest of it.
So the kick is off now, and Xavier Wells will watch that go out of bounds. So the Wolves will get some good field position out of this one.
That helps a bunch. We're going to get the ball on the 35.
We get the ball on the 35, and we took no time off the clock.
And no penalty on us at that time, so that was good. So we will actually get it on the 35.
Ball spotted at the 35-yard line.
So I imagine a lot is going to rest on the arm of Cooper Canton here. I imagine we'll be throwing the ball quite a bit.
Right.
Probably mix in some runs. But
maybe some outside runs and some play action passes still on the board, obviously. And even at this point, with over 10 minutes to go, you can run the ball up in there a couple times. Just got to be pretty calculated about getting it to the outside.
So, just like in college football and high school football, the clock does stop on first downs to move the chains. So if they're hurrying up, they can take advantage of that as well. They do have all 3 timeouts remaining. Cooper Canton drops back, throws to his left, and he's got Dylan Garcia with a nice diving catch.
Yeah, very nice catch by Dylan.
Nice job getting his hands under that ball. It's a really difficult catch.
Very nice job getting his hands under that ball. And we are going to go hurry up. Oh, no, they're huddling. Okay, but it looks like it's going to be a quick one. And so about a 9-yard gain. I thought that was a first down, so okay.
He's about a yard short, so he's 2nd and 1 from about the 44-yard line. Four receiver set. Marshad DeWalt, the lone back. Canton drops straight back, throws to his right, and
Logan
Knowles, what a
great catch. Nice job battling
Beebe
for that ball.
on defense right there. I don't know how he didn't get a piece of that.
Yeah,
Logan Knowles, great concentration to bring that one in, and that'll move the chains.
It really was a fantastic play on both guys' part. Great job of Logan battling for the ball. Great break by the corner trying to get there for the interception.
Great throw by Cooper throwing that ball down.
That's long.
If that ball is waist high, chest high, like you're trying to hit a receiver most of the times, that ball's picked easy.
That's right.
So good read by Canton. A little miscommunication with Carpenter coming on a little bit late. Coming up on 9 minutes left in the game. Wolves take the ball at the 45. Canton throws again and overshoots Dylan Garcia, who, even if he had caught that ball with number 12, Hudson Kiefer there, probably wouldn't have been much of a gain.
Yeah.
So they'll stop the clock. That's the good news on it. 2nd and 10 for the Wolves.
So now we can huddle and call a play, and the clock won't start until we execute the next play. But we're working against it right now. Yeah, the clock is not on our side. So
Canton does have a pretty strong arm. We'll see how far. We'll see how far back these safeties sit too. He may have a chance to take something deep. Said he hands it up to Marshad up the middle, and it looks like we've got a penalty on that play as he stopped at about the 45-yard line.
I kind of saw the head snap a little bit.
I thought we might be on the benefit of a face mask call finally.
Holding on us.
And
boy,
I thought I saw Marshad's head snap as well. I thought we were going to get a face mask on this.
I did too.
But it looks like this penalty will be holding against the Wolves and back them up 10 more yards.
Boy.
Boy. I'm probably pretty happy that I'm not a South Kitsap football player at Monday's practice.
That's.
I mean, it's just. I don't even know what to say. I mean, this is just inexcusable. This is poor football right now.
Yeah, it is. It's frustrating for us to watch. Imagine how frustrating it is for the players to be down there on the field.
Coaches, everybody involved. We talked about all the penalties and the fact that we're still in the game, only down by a touchdown. But, eventually it catches up. You just can't continue to play like that the entire game and expect it to stay close. And now Central Kitsap has pulled away a little bit. 28-7 here with 8:45 to go as South Kitsap calls a timeout.
Yeah.
Nice shot of the SK band. And the Wolf.
Yeah. Coach Canton was trying to address the official and didn't look like he was getting a whole bunch of the officials' attention on that play or during that timeout.
Coach Canton, pretty animated on the sideline, was showing the ref something.
Yeah.
So we'll pick it up with a 2nd and 20 from the 44-yard line. South Kitsap 44-yard line. 8:45 to go in the game. Canton under center. He's got 4 receivers. Mishandles the snap again, but recovers it. Throws. He's got a man wide open. Tripped up. Oh, what a touchdown-saving tackle there.
Yeah, Josh Franklin on the reception. Nice job catching the ball and getting as many yards as he could. Nice to see a senior getting in there on senior night, making a catch like that down the middle of the field.
And a shoestring tackle saves a touchdown. What a nice throw by Cooper Canton.
Very
that one
nice.
had some zip on it.
Nice route, nice throw, sticking it in there.
So let's take a look at that one again. Canton bobbles the snap, composes, fires a strike right on the button. And a shoestring tackle saves a touchdown.
Yeah, really nice route, nice ball. See if we can execute a couple more of those.
Deep to the end zone. He's got Garcia. And just throws over and out of bounds. Smart play. That ball was defended well.
That was.
If you're going to throw that pass, you throw it where the receiver can get it or nobody can get it.
That's right.
So that'll be a 2nd and 10 now. Ball on the Central Kitsap 16, 8:15 to go in the game. Again with the clock stoppage on the out of play, or the incomplete, stops the clock. So the Wolves are able to huddle up, get a good play underway. Again, 4 receivers out. DeWalt in the backfield. Canton's looking to his left. Got a man again.
Another great catch by Franklin. Fantastic catch as contact's being made.
Boy, he caught that in a posse of Cougars. There was 3 guys in there. Cooper Canton snakes that one in.
Nicely done by Josh Franklin. Nice job, Cooper, throwing the ball. Great job of Franklin going up and getting it in traffic.
Yeah, you know, Cooper looked left the entire time. So as he's doing that, I'm thinking, man, these safeties got to be getting over there by now.
Right.
And they did, and he still got it in there. So nice pitch and catch. Sets up a 1st and goal from the 4. Canton fakes the handoff and throws to the end zone, and he's got, is that Marcus Burke?
That's Marcus Burke.
It is Marcus Burke, number 35, the senior. Touchdown, Wolves.
Gets another opportunity to catch a touchdown pass and takes advantage of it. And no penalty flags on that one. So
just going to say the 4th touchdown of the day for the Wolves, only the 2nd that counted. But that's exactly what the Wolves needed to do. They went downfield quick.
They did.
That's exactly what they needed to do. It took about 2 minutes or so off the clock.
A little bit less than 2 minutes. I think it was 9:15 when we started that drive, and so
that's about a minute and a half. So that was exactly what they needed to do. Now, Coach, you start trying to strip.
Yeah, now you can start considering some different things. You're down by you got it back within two scores, and you can at least have the discussion. Hey, how do we want to handle this from this point forward? So. Like you said, they went down the field quick, and we need to get a stop here first, obviously, and then we need to do the same thing again.
So Sousa's extra point is good, cuts the Central Kitsap lead in half now, 28-14 with 7:45 to go. We said they had to press and get downfield in a hurry. They did that. We'll see now if Coach Canton decides to try an onside kick or if he's going to boot it away. 7:45 to go. We've got 2 timeouts left, both teams with 2 timeouts.
Yeah, and it's still early enough that they may not expect it. They may line up for it or they may not expect it at this point, but you can kind of make a decision once you see how they're going to line up. Looks like they're bringing out the hands team, definitely. Coach Canton is not in the kickoff huddle, so I don't believe it's going to be an onside kick, but we can get a stop here and then go down and put one in. You're definitely going to see it. Depending on the time, you'll see an onside kick after that. So
I think now the Wolves will probably be trying to stack up guys and try to get some strips now. They'll be going for the ball for sure. So if Central Kitsap gets a little sloppy holding on to the ball, then I'm for sure that the Wolves are going to be going to try to strip.
Yeah, exactly. Turnover would be fantastic.
Exactly what they need. So Central Kitsap will be running. They'll be trying to kill the clock. They've got a 2-touchdown lead with less than 8 minutes to go. So there's going to be no surprise what they're going to try to do.
That's right.
And they do try the onside kick.
Onside kick.
And it looked like somebody was offside.
What do we got? We got offsides. Yeah. Offsides. So I don't think we'll try another onside kick. Maybe though.
Yeah, just like the fake punt, you usually only get one shot at that.
That's right.
It just takes by surprise. I mean, it did not look like South Kitsap was lining up for an onside kick. Update now from Gig Harbor. It's Bellarmine Prep 59 and the Gig Harbor Tides 14. Just about 2 minutes left in that game. So it looks like Bellarmine Prep will claim the Narrows League 4A title this year. So the Wolves, and they will kick off this time, and it will go out of bounds.
Shoot.
Definitely not what the Wolves needed.
Yeah.
That will give Central Kitsap the ball at the 35-yard line.
Young kicker trying to make a play and just hit it a little fat and out of bounds.
Nolan Sousa's only a sophomore, right. So he's got plenty of growing to do. I'm sure he'll work on it in the offseason. The special teams coaches will be working with him, and he'll be an exciting player to watch next couple of years. He's a big kicker too. He's 5'9", 194, so he's a pretty good sized kid. So
he looks a little bit like a linebacker, not a kicker.
He's kind of got that Sebastian Janikowski look about him.
That's right.
So Central Kitsap will take over the 35-yard line. Motion, high snap, but
inside run.
Inside run, tackled.
Another sure tackle by Mason Bradley.
Mason Bradley on the stop. So about a 5-yard pickup, bring up a 2nd and 5. Just under 7.5 minutes to go. Central Kitsap will let that clock wind down as much as they can. I'm sure Pascal's going to be watching that back judge referee.
Yeah, he'll be watching for the hand and trying to snap it inside the hand. And
once that ref raises his hand, 5 seconds left, so a little clock in Pascal's head might go off at about 3.
Oh, he didn't.
Oh, he did it right at the hand. But the handoff goes up the middle and close to a first down is Vaughn Beebe. Marcus Burke on the tackle.
Yard short again, Marcus Burke initially, and then Booker finished him off, and importantly finished him off back towards the line of scrimmage. So 3rd and short.
So we're looking at a 3rd and 1, and this is a huge opportunity for the Wolves. If they can get a stop here, tackle for no gain or a loss would be huge for South Kitsap. Get the ball back.
It would, wouldn't it?
With just about 6 minutes to go or so.
Well, we got a timeout. We were up against it. The hand was up, and I think Coach Keel saw that and called a timeout before they got a 5-yarder there.
Central Kitsap will use their 2nd timeout, leaving them with 1. 6 minutes, 19 seconds left in the game. 28-14 Central Kitsap. A huge 3rd and 1 right here. If they convert on the 3rd and 1 here, they'll be able to take another shot and take some more time off of that clock.
That's right.
Which is right now the biggest enemy for the Wolves is that clock.
Yeah, really nice for us that he took a timeout in that situation, or he had to take a timeout in that situation. So. See if we can get a stop. I see the playmaker, Josh Franklin's into the game on defense right now, so let's see what happens. Looks like we're going to bring a little bit of pressure.
These are players I've seen Raymond Marin come in and really make some. We haven't called on his number a whole lot today. So the head, and there he is.
Oh, look at that. That was Ray Marin coming off the edge, making a huge stop on 3rd and short.
You call a timeout here?
Here comes the punt team. I'm probably going to save it for the next time we have to do this. So
we're going to keep that 2nd timeout. So we'll get the ball back with, 5:40 or so on the clock?
Yeah.
We scored in 1.5 minutes in the last time we got the ball. So Logan Knowles back for the Wolves. He's at about the 20 waiting to kick. And he shanks it off the side of his foot.
Right out of bounds.
Out of bounds
blow
at
the whistle,
38-yard line.
Blow the whistle. There we go. Clock is stopped.
So about 5:35 left. The Wolves take over in good field position. And again, they're probably going to be riding the arm of Cooper Canton to try to get him downfield in a hurry.
Very nice. Yeah,
Garcia, Knowles, Maynard, all those guys are going to be out there ready for some passes.
We're in good shape to get the ball back with over 5 minutes, 5.5 minutes left, and now we can do some work.
Probably be a lot of out pattern type things, or if you're going to throw it down the middle, try to get that first down so you can stop the clock, get up on the line. Because now chasing 2 scores with 5.5 minutes to go. A little bit of urgency on the part of the Wolves.
Definitely up against it, but we got time.
Definitely not over, especially as quickly as we scored last time. So Cooper Canton drops back, quick out to his left. He's got Braden Maynard, about a 5-yard gain, tackled by Vaughn Beebe.
Yeah.
So that will keep the clock rolling.
We'll get a muddled huddle here, but he'll be in and out of there quick and get him up and going.
And there they go. Can't give him the quick play call. Franklin hustles over to his position, and Cooper Canton's back under center. Drops back, looks to his left, throws. He's got Braden Maynard again.
Same play to the other side.
Trying to get out of bounds, not going to make it, just short of midfield.
Just short of first down yardage, just short of midfield.
Of the first down. So he's, looks like he's about 2, maybe 3 yards short.
Looks like, yeah, close to a yard, maybe a little over a yard.
So Canton again under center. Hands off to Marshad DeWald up the middle. He's got the first down easily. Cuts back to the inside.
Get out of bounds.
Struggling, trying to get out of bounds.
And he gets out of bounds. What a play.
Inside the 30-yard line. Got a penalty on the play.
Great play by Marshad. Let's see. We got a flag coming out late. Let's see what we got here.
Marshad was headed out of bounds. Then he cut back to the inside, which I thought was a gutsy play on him, but then he was still able to bang another couple of yards and get out of bounds still. Like I said, Coach, late flag comes in. Could be another personal foul. It is.
Okay, we're going to tack 15
Central
yards
Kitsap.
on for the Wolves that time. A little bit of unnecessary roughness out of bounds.
That'll take the Wolves inside the 15-yard line of Central Kitsap with 4.5 minutes to go in the game. Big break for the Wolves here. And that is, well, that's got to be close to the 10th personal foul between the two teams.
Boy, can't remember ever seeing that many before.
My goodness.
Ball spotted at the 15-yard line. It's first down, Wolves.
It's capitalized now. Let's capitalize.
So
We've had it for just over a minute.
1st and 10 from the 15-yard line. They can punch this in here within the next minute or less. Cooper Canton's going back. He's got a guy across the middle. Throw and...
Come on, raise your hands. Come on, raise your hands. No, they called an interception.
Intercepted in the end zone.
Oh, my goodness.
A pass intended for Logan Knowles. I sure thought Logan Knowles hit that, and Cooper Canton is hurt. Quarterback Cooper Canton is not putting any pressure on his left ankle. Oh, boy, that's going to hurt. He's really been throwing the ball well. Canton trying to walk it off.
It looked like simultaneous possession in the end zone, but evidently the Central Kitsap player wrestled it away because he did have possession of it when he got up and ran out the back of the end zone. So.
I really thought that was either touchdown or incomplete. I did not think Central Kitsap.
I think that was Josh Franklin, wasn't it? Wasn't he the intended receiver? Was the inside guy?
I couldn't see it. I could see a 3. I couldn't see if there was a 1 in there also. The stadium announcer said it was Logan Knowles.
Oh, okay.
That's who I went with, but I couldn't tell if it was 3 or 31. So,
boy.
Central Kitsap's going to run it up the gut, try to kill some time. South Kitsap is
no gain on the play.
Illegal shift.
So we've got an illegal shift against Central Kitsap.
Yep.
Back them up. That'll bring a 1st and 15 now from the 15.
Clock should wind after they spot it. Yeah, there it goes. Boy, unfortunate. Great play by the CK defender, but unfortunate for the Wolves.
Very much. That was right knocking on the door as we come up on the 4-minute mark. Handoff up the middle.
There, another nice defensive play. Great job.
So at what point do you start using some timeouts?
We just used one.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah.
I thought we might start getting into that here soon. So now we're looking at a 3rd and probably 15. I don't believe he got anything out of that.
No.
Looks like he was stacked up at the line. So yet another big 3rd down stop here for the Wolves.
Was the shift? I think the illegal shift was on 1st down. So it's 2nd and 15. So yeah, depending on what they do here, obviously, I mean they're going to run the ball.
Yeah.
I know Coach Keel, so then I think you go ahead and use your next one, and then you have a little bit more control over clock stoppage when you're in possession of the ball. So I think that's probably what Coach Canton will opt to do. And then you will definitely see a lot of outs and outside routes. And
Head coach Mark Keel in his 14th season with Central Kitsap. Done a great job with that program.
Yeah, he really has done a great job with that program. They've been to the semifinals, and he used to be a defensive coordinator there before he became the head coach. And
so Pascal does drop back and throw across the middle to Taylor Sody, who's hit immediately. The catch is good. There is a flag on the play. If it stands, that is good for a 1st down.
Boy, great catch by Sody and gutsy call by Coach Keel throwing the ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
Risking an incompletion, stopping the clock.
risking completion, risking interception. That's a
Right,
very gutsy call on part of Coach Keel.
Sideline warning.
So a sideline warning.
Yeah, it's a sideline warning. Somebody must have been in there's a zone there where only 3 coaches can be in at a time, and it's getting a little bit exciting, and we got more than 3 in the box, and so just a warning though. Oh, and was it incomplete?
Second sideline warning.
I guess it was. We're showing second.
What in the world?
Or have we just not turned it? No, it looks like maybe he's short of a first down.
No, but they caught the ball in about the 30, didn't he?
Apparently not.
Okay.
Raymond Marin in the backfield. Stands him up. Tried to strip the ball away. That ball came out late.
Yeah.
They say his forward progress was stopped, so no fumble on the play.
Take our final timeout. Man, I thought he caught the ball.
I
Okay,
could have
so
swore
it
he
must
was
have
in for
been
a first
incomplete.
down.
But that gives him an extra down. Well, that's frustrating.
So the Wolves
Boy.
will use their final timeout, stop the clock with 3:38 left.
And normally, that first time they throw a flag on the sideline is a warning, and they don't give you a penalty the first time they throw the flag. I must have missed one. Did you see one earlier in the game?
I did not.
I don't remember seeing one. Yeah.
So coming out of the timeout with 3:38 to go, Central Kitsap leads 28-14.
It's third down, 10 yards from the 20.
So a 3rd and 10 from about the 20. Pascal drops back. He's throwing again. In trouble,
Nope,
giving
looks like
chase.
he's gonna
Turning
run.
oh, my.
Great effort.
Gets out of it. Throws almost picked off.
Boy, Cody Wilson would love to have that one over.
Number 55, hit him right in the hands.
Oh, boy, Cody. He was in the right place, and
Oh, boy.
the ball
And
just
he,
kind of snuck up on him right
with
there.
Pascal off balance and throwing out of bounds, Wilson picks that one off, and that's probably 6 the other way.
Yeah.
And this game gets real interesting at that point.
That's right.
Regardless, we got the stop. So
And they threw the ball, so they stopped the clock. So.
4th and 10, clock stops on the incomplete. 3:29 left on the clock.
Yeah, fortunate to come out with that much time.
Logan Knowles and Corey Bell back. Almost blocked it. Logan Knowles lets it bounce. And it picks a
Great
South Kitsap roll
bounce. Boy, great
back
field
to about the
position.
41-yard line. So good field position for the Wolves. Let's see how Cooper Canton's feeling if he's going to come back out.
The punt will be down at the
Oh, yeah, he'll be back out there.
41-yard line, and the Wolves will take over.
Boy, not plenty of time, but we have a good amount of time, all things considered. Those 2 passes that they threw, that really helped us. And then, unfortunately, Cody would love to have that play over again, but at least he knocked it down, right? At least it wasn't a completion.
Yeah, exactly. Definitely, that was the minimum we needed there. But boy, when you're that close to picking one off, and it throws a little behind him, but
I know he'd
it
love
still
to
would
have
been
that
a nice,
one
it
over
would have been
again.
a nice play, nice play.
And
for
I
the Wolves.
know he can catch the ball if it just snuck up on him.
So Canton looks like he's got a freshly taped ankle and will get under center again as he drops back, throws quick outside to.
Just Josh Franklin.
Is that Franklin again?
Yeah, nice job getting the
And he gets out of
reception and
bounds.
getting out of bounds.
So it gets a. What did he end up getting out of that?
About a 5-yard
yards.
gain, 5 or 6.
5 yards, and he gets out of bounds.
Really nice.
So that's I'm pretty sure that the Wolves are going to be taking some shots at the sidelines now. Quick hitters, move the chains, stop the clock, try to get down there in a hurry and score, make this a 1-score game.
They're going to now put 2 guys out on Dylan. They're getting tired of him making
And
their
Cooper's
life
just going
miserable
to throw
over
that
there.
one away. Dylan was double covered.
I think Cooper saw that and decided to just stop the clock and live to fight another down.
Exactly. Heads up play on the part of Cooper Canton. You know, some guys might have just been like, whoop, he's covered. I'm going to roll around to this side. And then you fool around, you get sacked or whatever, and there's no play to that side. So Cooper saw immediately that Garcia was covered, just threw it away, stopped the clock, and we'll play another down here. So 3rd and 4.
all of 5 seconds on that last play, so that's good.
3rd and 4, and obviously we're in 4-down territory. They got two more shots to get 4 yards. So Canton drops back, rolls out, stops, throws. He's got a man on the sidelines.
Nice job.
Makes the grab. Is that Logan Knowles?
That was Logan. They're going to stop it to move
Logan
the
Knowles.
chains, and we need to be ready to go because it'll wind up on the
spot. So Canton's going to give him a quick
in and out
quick play.
Here we go.
Hustle up to the line. Clock starts. Canton going under center.
Boy, there's space in the middle of that field.
Oh, looks like a CK guy might have jumped. Cooper's going deep. He's got a man down the sidelines. Logan Knowles overshoots him and out of bounds. I saw some motion on this side, and a CK guy jumped. I thought maybe he got across the line. Maybe he didn't quite get across the line.
Yeah, evidently he didn't get into the neutral zone. So
Canton takes a deep shot downfield, and he had a man. Logan Knowles just overshoots him a little bit.
Yeah, that last play, they didn't have anybody deep in the middle. It looks like they're maybe not going to do that again, but boy, that would have been an opportunity too here.
Yeah, you see Schwederman just popped right into the middle there. They're going to make sure that's not open again.
Yeah. We do have Dylan Garcia with single coverage out here.
Can't drops back, blitz, and throws it. Oh, and
boy, great job by Cooper just to get rid of that thing and not take the sack. And Marcus Burns
loses his footing. Otherwise, he's got a shot at that ball.
He almost had a chance to catch it. So, almost turned something or nothing into something. Uh-oh.
Looks like Corey Bell is leaving the field. Nope. So Cooper Canton back under center, 3rd and 10 from the 27 now. Drops back. Takes Dylan Garcia can't hold on.
Yeah, a rare mishandle by Dylan. He's made a lot of plays tonight, but again, clock stop, and we got another chance.
So 4th and 10 with about 2:36 left in the game. Big play for the Wolves right here. If they don't get a first down on this one, that's probably about going to do it for them.
Yeah,
they're out of timeouts.
And
being down by 2 scores. So
need to make a play right here. Let's see how CK is going to defend it. Well, again, Dylan's out here by himself, or with one other guy. They're not double covering him. Looks like we're going to maybe go that way.
He's got him in the backfield. Cooper rolls out, and he will take a sack back at the 35-yard line.
Yeah.
And that will just about do it for the Wolves.
Yeah,
turnover on downs.
Unfortunately, we didn't protect very well and didn't get the ball away.
Another gutsy call by Coach Keel to blitz on a 4th and 10 because that's pretty much putting all your eggs in a basket. If we do pick up that blitz and Cooper's able to get that throw off, there's probably not a whole lot of people to stop anybody on that one.
That's right.
But, that's an aggressive coaching call, and it worked out for them.
It did.
Not only get it incomplete, they caught Cooper for a sack.
That's right.
Clock does stop on the change of possession.
Yeah, that's right.
So Central Kitsap will now pretty much just run the clock out. South Kitsap cannot stop the clock. We are out of timeouts.
That's right. Got to get 11 of them out there. Come on, let's wrap up. Let's wrap up.
And a first down. Vaughn Beebe takes it up the middle for about 12. And that'll move the chains.
Yeah, and South Kitsap has put some backups in the game, and it looks like CK is going to keep their starters in at least for this play. Hopefully, Coach Keel will recognize what's going on and do the same thing.
I suspect they would not throw it all at this point. Less
than
2 minutes to go. They're just going to be just running it, run out the clock. This time it's Bearfield running to the left side, stacked up after about a 3-yard gain. Just about to midfield, maybe a little shy. About a minute 40 left in the game now. coming up on a minute and a half. So it looks like South Kitsap will now fall to 3-6 on the season. And 2-4 in league play. And we'll drop into that 5th seed and play at North Thurston next Friday night. In the last game of the year, as BB takes it again up the middle, looks like he may have another first down. We're awfully close to it. Very close to it, and yes, he did get it. So the clock will stop for a couple seconds as they move the chains. So
now they're going into victory formation. I'll have to snap it one more time.
So Central Kitsap, who defeated Olympia earlier this season, will slide into that third and final playoff spot. Olympia, who we believe is a winner in Yelm, they were up 35-0 at half. Olympia will slip into the 4 seed and play either Wilson or Foss, depending on what happened down there. And again, the Wolves will play down at North Thurston High School down in Lacey next Friday night. So one more snap of the ball ought to do it for the Wolves. And actually, let's look like they will not need to snap the ball. And that will do it. 28-14, Central Kitsap beats the Wolves tonight. Coach, I don't think there's really any surprise in what the story of this game was.
No. It was penalties, and unfortunately, we really didn't get to see the matchup because the penalties kind of took it out of the kids' hands a little bit. And so, I mean, they're obviously responsible for the penalties, but yeah. Thanks for having me, Coach Dickey.
Hey, thanks for stopping by, Coach. It was a lot of fun.
With you.
Maybe we'll get together and do that again next year. So senior night here at South Kitsap. The South Kitsap Wolves fall 28-14 to the Central Kitsap Cougars. We want to thank all of you for joining us for this South Kitsap High School football game, and we'd also like to thank the students of the video production program, particularly the seniors here on senior night. Michael Evans, Holly Lawrence, Chris Altacan, Madi Yaya, Sergio Lamelli Flores, Jacob Scott, Ryan Murphy, Mason Powell, and Anthony Lockhart, who made this television program possible. Again, final score from Joe Knowles Field. It was the South Kitsap Wolves 14 and the Central Kitsap Cougars 28. Thanks for tuning in tonight. Stay tuned to SKTV throughout the winter for more exciting South Kitsap sporting events such as men's basketball, women's basketball, and wrestling events. Signing off for the last time this football season, I'm Steve Dickey for
and
DJ
DJ Sigurdsson.
saying so long and good evening from South Kitsap High School.